Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
Golden Ricketts, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I am well. You've made my night. Before we get started, please go ahead and big up the greatest parish in Jamaica.
You're putting me on the spot. So I'm gonna big up St. Thomas because I was born there, and I'm also gonna big up St. Andrew because I grew up there.
I love that. I'll take that. 14.94 games record. You weren't playing about tonight, were you?
No, I definitely knew that the girls were coming out here to fight, so I had to bring my A game and war them.
What got you going? Was it the cold or was it something else?
It's the cold. I like competing in the cold for some strange reason, but then after the first jump, I feel like it got even colder, and then the breeze started changing. So, yeah, I don't know.
What next? What's next for you in terms of achievement? Because this is your greatest career medal, isn't it?
Yes. Apart from the World Championships, yes, this is my first gold. So what's next? I have the Monaco Diamond League next week, and I'm also going to be participating at the Knockout Championships in Bahamas.
Amazing stuff. And how does it feel to inspire the little kids in St. Thomas? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them with their eyes gripped to the screen saying, I want to be like Golden Ricketts.
Yes, definitely. I hope to be an inspiration to them. I hope they see themselves in me. If them foot long, them can try the triple jump. You know, if them slim, them can try the triple jump or even high jump.
What if them have short foot?
If them have short foot, then can try to cause some foot short too.
Amazing. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
My Tallawahs, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm sounding a little bit low. Let's check my volume. That should be a little bit better. If it isn't, if it hasn't improved, let me know in the comment section. But as I was saying, good day to you all. That's good afternoon, good evening, or possibly good morning. All depends on where you're based in the world. My time is currently saying 11:45 a.m. So almost Tuesday, almost a brand new day for me. Let me know how you guys are doing there in the comment section. Mr. Scott, how are you? How's your day treating you? What's on the dinner menu today, Mr. Scott? Let me know how you're doing. Fresh, you're always there. Massive love and support to you guys. Thank you for your continuous support. And whatever you guys choose to do career-wise, if I can help, then go ahead and let me know and I will return the favor. Let's see. Fresh, you always come and singing the right tune with the right words each and every time. I don't know how you guys do it. Whenever I hit the live button, you're always here, which is quite remarkable. Massive growth for the channel 3. You know more than me because I don't even look at the numbers. I just keep it moving. Don't look at the numbers at all. Just keep on moving. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys take in that lovely comment there from Fresh. I'm gonna bring it back. But before I do so, let's go ahead and look at the headline. Is it? Someone says I'm echoing. Is anyone else getting an echo? Let me know if anyone else is getting an echo. Or is it just a you thing? So Fresh and Mr. Scott. I know why. Thank you. If there was an echo, you're not getting one? All right, let me try something. I know I sounded a little bit low. So this is why I was sounding low. I forgot to do something. A little bit of a schoolboy error on my behalf, but let's see if we can fix it. So I'm sounding incredibly lower than usual. So my setup is, I guess you can call it incomplete. Yeah, let's call this one an incomplete setup. So let's go ahead and make a little tweak. And if I'm having any issues, you guys should hear an improvement soon. Let me mute myself. 1 second. Let's go ahead and have a... How are we sounding? Is that any better? Can you hear an improvement? I can hear an improvement through my headphones, so you guys should be able to hear something different. So yeah, let me know how am I sounding audio wise. My day was great. Good. I'm glad that your day was great. It should be great, Mr. Scott. So share whatever food you're having today. Special day for you. So please do go ahead and share us on your dinner menu. No, you're not having an audio issue. Sounds good. At least you're communicating with me. So yes, the audio should sound much, much better than it did when I hit live. Miss Panton, good day to yourself. Good evening. If you're just tuning into the live stream, here's what it's all about. Let me go ahead and bring up the headline. The headline reads Reggae Girls to play Paraguay in international friendly. And that, let's not get excited in case you haven't been up to date with the Reggae Girls. That's not the international window for October. Just to keep you guys all on the same page, we actually don't have any games for October, so a little bit of a damper. I'm not sure if this one has lightened the mood for you guys. It's not made any improvements on my behalf. Still a little bit irritated with the fact that we're in a pivotal stage of our sharpening, trying to sharpen our tools, trying to get ready to go off to Australia and New Zealand, where the senior women's football team of Jamaica will be competing in their second World Cup on the bounce. So was hoping that we would utilize each and every World Cup window that comes our way, but so far we are 2 matches short of doing what we should be doing, which is it's a bit of a disappointment if I'm being honest with you. So let me know how you guys are feeling about that. And like I said, yeah, disappointing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get into the press announcement which came some hours ago, maybe early afternoon for me in London. That's probably morning time for you guys in Jamaica and elsewhere in the world. So let me turn on my shared screen and give you guys a little read of our press announcement straight from the Jamaica Football Federation. You guys should be able to see this one on screen. You probably can't make out the writing, probably can't read it. I can just about read it on my screen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. As you can see, clearly says for immediate release. Jamaica fans will get 2 opportunities to watch the World Cup-bound Reggae Girls in November as they tackle South American stars Paraguay. The first game will be staged at the Catherine Hall Stadium in Montego Bay on November the 10th, with the second set for the National Stadium in Kingston on the 13th of November. This will be a FIFA match window, so all the players will be available. And just to reiterate what I have already stated, Jamaica qualified for their second consecutive FIFA Women's World Cup tournament last July in, should I say why it says last July? I should say July in Mexico, while Paraguay finished fourth in the South American women's qualifiers in August. And the final bit of that statement from the JFF, that's the Jamaica Football Federation, it states, while coach Lauren Donaldson and his staff will be using these games to fine-tune his team for the big dance in New Zealand and Australia next July, 2023, the South Americans are desperate to sharpen for the FIFA Intercontinental Playoffs in New Zealand come February 2023. 3 teams will qualify from the 10 down to take part. 29 teams have already qualified for the Women's World Cup finals. And whilst we're at it, might as well say good luck again to Haiti. They'll be participating in the intercontinental playoffs, and hopefully, by the grace of God, they will qualify. So, fingers crossed, keeping everything crossed for Haiti, and hoping and praying that they qualify. Mr. Scott says, "Don't have dinner yet. Party day. All right. Do I get an invite to the party? What's going on? Let me know if I get an invite to the party. I don't mind coming along. You guys there in the comment section, you have a little bit of a message that you should be sending to Mr. Scott. As it is a special day for him. So I'll allow you guys to complete that. It does say party day, guys. So big hint, hint. You can go ahead and send him your blessings in your own time. Now, yesterday was a little bit of a mucky day. Actually, that's the reason why I had a slight delay with tonight's live stream. I was checking in on a friend. Apparently, he got ambushed yesterday, and someone just completely hammered his face in. 2 people hammered him up yesterday, actually, and rearranged his face. And I felt bad, like he's a friend and I've got so much time and support for him. But I felt bad, but I couldn't help but to laugh. I was like, you're telling me you got battered by 2 youngsters? I mean, you're triple their age. So how can you allow something to like that to happen? But guys, just between me and you, two people, you guys might know them. Someone by the name of Holland and Foden. Apparently, stepping on Mikey face yesterday, not once, not twice, not three times, six times apparently. I felt bad. So I checked up on him earlier on because I didn't like what I was being told. And he actually said that he's going to be making a little appearance for you guys. So I'm gonna see where he's at. Again, let's just keep that between us. Don't tell him I told you guys. I don't know if he's going to pop up, but if he does decide to pop up and he looks a little bit weird, don't say I said anything. All right, let's just keep that between us. But yeah, Foden and Haaland stepping on Mikey's face yesterday, but don't tell him that I told you guys. All right, so we're gonna continue with the rest of the show, and we're going to be talking about the Reggae Girls, and the Reggae Girls only. And I think I might have someone in the studio. You see, sometimes you gotta say one or two things to draw people out, guys. And seems like I have somebody in the studio. No idea if he heard what I said, but if he tries to accuse me of anything, guys, remember, act like you didn't hear anything. All right. So let's see. I'm having a little bit of a blunder here, a bit like certain teams in Manchester yesterday. Let us see what we got going on here. What we got going on here. Mr. Ballin, how are you?
Me? My face hurt me.
Really? How comes?
Some young boy stepped in my face yesterday.
No.
Yes.
When? Where?
Somewhere in Manchester, them call it, so.
Wow. Wow. I am shocked. I heard a couple of the guys in the comment section saying it. I was reading a couple of the comments coming from the guys in the comment section.
Listen. Not every day you can win, and you have to give somebody else a chance to win sometime.
I'm just saying, I'm for the purpose of transparency, I was just reading what the guys in the comment section were saying, because I seem to remember when there was a game some weeks back that someone was messaging me and taunting me. And then yesterday when them face get lick off, it was dead quiet. So I was worried. I was like, I had to phone them boys up in Scotland Yard and ask, can you check up on him, please? Because I haven't heard peep out of him.
Well, you see, over here is Washington, it's not Scotland. Yeah, they have to check.
No, Scotland Yard, they go anywhere. Larger than life. They can go anywhere. I say, hey, can you cross the pond and check up on him for me, please?
No, listen. My team never play well. We scored 3 goals. I mean, we get beaten by 3 goals and we scored 3.
No, Mr. Ballin, don't start that. Don't say we got beaten by 3 goals. They just lick off your face, Mikey. They did it with no apology. I felt bad.
The ref and the two
No.
lines.
No. We're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that, Mr. Ballin.
No, I'm telling you. I have from inside source from MI2. That is the ref and the linesmen were from Manchester City.
Oh, like the good old days for Man United. So now it's flipped. The script has been flipped, has it? I love it. How are you, Mr. Allen? How other than that, the messy situation, how was your weekend?
Pretty good up until yesterday.
Pretty okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Only thing in the afternoon I felt better because my New York Jets won a game. So I felt a little pep up. You understand me?
Okay. Yes, yeah, it's supposed to spin like gig yesterday, though.
Yes. And then now I hear that the Reggae Girls not playing a game this month, which is madness.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Reggae Boys can play 2 games last month, it's 2 games them play last month, right?
We're gonna dive into that because they've played more than
and the Reggae Boys not getting to the World Cup till 2026. The Reggae Girls should take front page. They are the ones. They're the team now that's going somewhere, or you know they're going to play in the World Cup, so they should get as much games in as possible. You know, and I heard someone said last week or some time ago that why are we playing Paraguay? We're playing every team. America play Argentina and beat them 6-0. Why the big team in Argentina?
People don't want to play against Paraguay?
Yeah, them want them play European, big team. No, we're not ready for them big team yet. We're going to start from these teams in South America, and we get the African team maybe, and then we get some European teams. You know, we have to we have to take steps up. You don't want to go up there and get your head knocked off and lose your confidence. You understand me? If you step up too far, you know. Although the USA is the top team in the world, I think right now. But and they, how much did they beat us? 4-0?
4-0.
Yeah, 4-0, right. And we didn't even try that game because the coach never played bunny, and we didn't even try that game. So, you know, I am looking forward to the window.
Wait, no, sorry. 5-0. You're talking
Whatever.
about the last one,
Yeah.
Conca, right?
Yeah. 5 or
Yeah.
4. What's the difference between one goal here or there? Still got beaten.
And lucky star never made a match officiator. Them would have never get a goal, Mikey. When me done teeth out that game there.
No, it's never calm. It's clear. That's my problem. I figure calm is clear.
I'm even put into the penalty spot from the halfway line. USA would investigate me, definitely.
Yes. So, JFF, Mr. Ricketts, I want to tell you made a blunder here by not getting the girls a game this month, because every game they play make them sharper. Every
Is
game
it
they
a
play.
blunder though, Mikey? Stick a pin in it for a second. Actually, continue what you're saying. I don't really think it's a blunder. It is a blunder, but depends on what type of blunder you're referring to. Let's go ahead and switch
because if he had got, let's say, Argentina, our next South American team, or even Mexico, I even get Mexico again. I mean, you want a team that will challenge the team, you know. Which three teams made it from South America? I know Brazil got to be one. Who's the other two?
Sorry, ask the question again.
The 3 teams from South America that's qualified for the World Cup. I know Brazil is one. There's no question, but I don't know who's the other two. Who's the other two?
I can't even remember. I'm not sure where you're going with this one, Mikey.
No. The reason I'm saying this is that we should try to get a game with teams like Paraguay is on their way because they're playing in they're going to the next stage to try and qualify. So Paraguay is a good game, but we should try and get a next South American team, like one of the 3 that's qualified for the World Cup. I know Brazil is one. I wouldn't want to play Brazil right now. I played one of the other 2. Which somebody in the chat may tell us which other 2 other than Brazil got to the World Cup, is in the World Cup. And
I don't really continue.
Yeah, and then now if you want to play teams that are in the World Cup, so you may end up playing them in your group. So every team you should be playing should be either trying to get to the World Cup still, or already qualified for the World Cup. So
there was a little messy situation there, wasn't it, Mr. Scott, with Colombia? He says Argentina and Colombia.
Okay.
Going back to what you're saying, I don't know. Sometimes our fans can be a little bit up themselves at times. I've even seen them say no to certain teams in Africa, whereas on the other hand, you've got the USA women's team playing against Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand why
Nigeria made it. Nigeria made it to the World Cup, right?
But Morocco, even before Nigeria qualified for the World Cup, I was saying that we should be playing against teams like your Nigeria, your South Africa, building relationships with the African nations. But you put that on the table to some of our Reggae Girl supporters, and they'll be looking at it like, why we're playing against them? Why can't we play against France and Spain and England?
We're not ready for them team yet. So it's a stepping stone. You play the South American team. See, you can play either Colombia or Argentina next, any one of those 2, and then you can go to Africa, maybe play Morocco or Nigeria. You know, I think there are 4 teams in Africa also qualify, or 3, whatever. Play 2 of those teams over there, and then you can step across to Europe. So you're stepping up. You know, you're getting the girls' confidence. You're building the camp, you're building up the whole system. Then you get to Europe. You play like when play like England, France, Germany. You play maybe like a Spain. You know, Italy. One of those teams, you know what I mean? You want to play the big 6.
Why? Huh? What are you running away from?
No, I'm not running away.
If they can play against Canada and USA, why can't they challenge themselves against the other nations?
No, because what I'm doing here is building confidence. So when you play one of those two teams I just mentioned, Spain or France. And of Spain or Italy, then you can go to France and maybe play England. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
see the point that you're trying to make,
you're
but
trying,
with me,
you're trying to move. You're trying to gradually move up the competition. So
yeah,
at each way you're stepping up. So
yeah,
I don't know how
I
many
get where
windows you have
I get
until
where
the
you're
World
coming
Cup.
from.
Eh? Huh?
I get where you're coming from, but I'm
Right.
not going to be sticking my nose up at no country that comes our way, because right now it's
No,
looking
no, no, because you may
terrible.
have to play them in the World Cup. You may end up with France in your group, or Germany, or
No,
England.
not the likes of France and England. I'm talking, like referencing to your comment where you said earlier on that some fans don't want to play against Paraguay. So what I'm saying is I'm not going to be sticking my nose up at any country
No,
that makes
because
themselves available to
look
us.
at it this way, right? Paraguay finished fourth. Don't know how they got to fourth. But fourth is just one step out of qualifying behind Colombia and Argentina and Brazil. Now they're going to New Zealand in February to play. They may qualify. Now for me, what would make me very happy if it's Panama and Haiti qualify for the World Cup. So they are 16 from CONCACAF in it. That shows how good we are.
I'm not against again, if we're able to get a friendly against England or France or any team of that caliber, I would take it, because
I
like I
would
said,
take it, but I wouldn't
like
take it. I wouldn't take it right now. I take it after we get a build up. You see the team,
why though? Why?
because the team only played what, 7
But this
games
is the
together.
building process though, Mikey. This
Yeah,
this
but
literally is your building process.
you see, I like to do things in steps.
So when would you do it? In
I'll
what
play them.
window?
I'll play one of those big teams my last window before the World Cup.
I don't really see what difference it makes, to be honest with you. I think you're running scared, Mikey.
No,
I'm sensing a little bit of
no,
nerve in
no,
your
no, no.
voice. You're running a little bit. You're
I'm
running
building
afraid.
I'm building cohesions in the team.
Say that
So
again.
I'm building the team chemistry by having them play these other
Behave
teams.
yourself, because you already know that there's chemistry in that
No,
team.
but no. Okay, what I mean by that, the girls know that Bunny want the ball here. Paige Gilly want the ball here. This
You're
girl want the
afraid,
ball there.
Mikey. If
Eh?
they said that actually in November we were going to play against England or let's say Spain
France.
or
Yeah.
France, I sense a little bit of nerve coming from you.
Yes, I wouldn't be cut because you remember. No, listen to this.
Mikey, you're afraid.
No, listen to this. When we played the US and Canada, you remember, our team haven't played a practice game before we play it. We only played Mexico.
I understand that, but what I'm saying to you, at any point during this building process, because it is literally us trying to sharpen our tools,
Yes.
at any stage leading up to the World Cup, I'll take any one of them.
No,
Any stage.
okay.
If they said November we were going to play against them, I say, all right then.
No, well,
Here we
okay.
go.
We're going to agree to
Because
disagree.
I actually think in a game like that, it's going to tell you so much more that you need to fine tune later on for the rest of the preparation process.
That is true too, but it's also
look, Mr. Ballin, let's remind ourselves, like, okay, say the top 10 countries, or say, I don't know, say top 7 countries. USA number 1.
Canada is in there.
Canada is 7th. Okay, so USA number 1, Germany number 2, Sweden number 3, England number 4, France 5, Netherlands 6, Canada 7. You've already played Canada. Canada is in 7.
Yes, but guess what? We played Canada when we weren't ready for them.
But you can't saying that we're not ready. You got to take your chances.
No, listen to this. You see, when we play Canada next year, September, or whenever we play them next year, we're gonna be ready for them. Because we're going to match sharp.
That's two different scenarios there, Mikey. When we played against Canada, we were playing in CONCACAF. We were playing in a competition.
But
now,
Crystal, we played 4 games before the girls had a new coach of 4 games on them.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what you can't even compare.
And not enough practice time together. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
You can't keep on using we don't have enough practice time together as a reason for not playing against the top 6 country.
If I went to play, all right.
It's a preparation process.
Okay, wait. Let's look at the Reggae Boys now. You hear what the coach said? No. Listen what the coach said about play when he said Argentina wouldn't be his first game.
Yeah, but that's his first game. You can't compare him to Lon Donaldson, and I'm not even talking about this.
No, what he's trying to say is that the team is not He didn't have the team long enough.
Mikey,
To be
no,
ready for
no, you
Argentina.
can't.
That's what
No,
he's trying to
Mikey,
say.
no. Draw for something else, Mikey. I'm not taking that one. Draw for something else. Draw for something else, Mikey. I'm not having that one. Do better. No, draw for something else, Mikey.
Although the Reggae Boys did well against Argentina for 80 minutes.
There we go.
For 80 minutes. You know what I mean? 80 minutes until the master came on. Look, a master, come on. You know.
Look, a nightmare came on.
You know what I call him?
What?
Look at what the doll name again? Freddie. I said, look at doll name, scary show it name.
Oh my God, Chucky.
Chucky, yeah, because Chucky. Look at Chucky. Him just like a nightmare.
No, but Mr. Balance, seriously, I get the point that you're saying, but because there's so much to learn about this team, there's so much that I don't know about this team at
Exactly.
present.
That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I would not say no to a team in the top 6, because we've already played. Canada is in 7th at the moment, and we're already taking on the biggest dogs of the lot, which is the USA.
Right.
And like I'm saying, if you're giving me one of those,
and we got slaughtered by the USA.
and there is reasons for that, and it is the USA, and the USA have been slaughtering teams for fun. If you look at all of their games leading up to that Jamaica match, they've been tucking in teams for fun, literally just turning teams over.
They beat Argentina 6 just recently.
Yeah, I mean, they're just dominance, complete dominance.
All right, so
there's a reason why they're the current reigning
all right.
champions.
If you were the person picking the game for the JFF,
Yeah.
and let's say we have 6 windows left until the World Cup. I don't know how many windows, so let's say 6. All right, we playing Paraguay in 1, so we have 5 left. Which 5 teams, if you were picking in the order of the win, like, you know, January, February going up, which 5 teams would you pick? I'm
gonna give all the teams in the top 5 just to get under your skin.
You're not being nice. Why? It's because Manchester United lose yesterday. You try to put me down more. You know something, Krista? You know, we know something.
No, man, because Mikey, you come and you're afraid. You never know, see afraid if Mikey, you're that America too long, like you start get soft. Me never know, see afraid, Mikey.
You know something. Me no eat McDonald's, you know, so me no soft. Burger King and them thing there. Yeah, a pure yam meat and banana and them thing there, you know. So I don't want you feel some soft, you know.
But Mikey, the voice is kind of a little bit shaky though, Mikey, when you talk about playing against the top 6 or the top
I'm afraid,
in the
world. Afraid of you know. You're bullying me. I'm afraid of you know. Remember call up the bobbies, you know. Bully.
You're scared, Mikey. You can't be scared to play against the big 6. The big 6. Lucky you've already played against USA. You've already played against
the guys and ladies in the chat.
So basically, what you're saying is you want to look at a team where you can bother.
No, I want a team that's going to be competitive with me so that I can run my plays.
Competitive, but not more competitive, not better than you.
Not supercharged like the tops.
Me know what? Yes, no coach.
But that if I was a coach, that's what I would. Like I say, the last game I'm going to play is one of the top 6. Because I know my team is
backtracking a little bit, Mike.
No. I said this before.
I know you said it. We got there with you in the end. I heard you said it earlier on.
I said the last team I'll be playing would be a team in the top 6.
So who do you want to play now then? Who would you want to play
like
now?
I said, because Argentina and Colombia is close to us, it's very easier for the girls to get there. So I go to either Argentina come to us or Colombia we go. There is an easy thing. And then now we can move over to Africa. And then we get to Europe. That's what I said. You go South America, Africa, Europe. And then
Mikey wants to pick teams that he thinks he can bully and have
a
field day with.
Not bully, that we can run, that we can set up how we want to play. And then you test the strategy, you know,
yeah,
the last
man,
game
shaky
before.
Like leaf, Mr. Scott. Mikey, the man them say a shaky like leaf.
You know what? Never go, you know. Because I don't pick. You see, about 2 months, no come on and I run me way, you know. Yo.
Mr. Ballin, I expect better from you. I can't believe you come on the stream and you move shaky at but you know want to play against this team and you're not ready for this. I give me a lame excuse about chemistry and all of them stuff with that.
Crystal, don't
Yes,
drag me tongue, you know. Don't drag me tongue. Me never say so, you know. Don't bother make me tongue push up on you, you know. Don't drag me tongue. Yeah.
Mikey said Mikey's begging, guys. If Mr. Lauren Donaldson, if you're listening, anyone clip it to Mr. Donaldson, tell him don't give us a team in the top 6 because Mikey says that we ain't ready for that. Mikey won't watch that game, guys. So don't do it.
No, Crystal, stop being a politician and put word in my mouth. Stop being Richard. Oh, Richard listening. Stop being Richard. I said I would play them the last game before the World Cup.
Yeah, Mikey, we had to beat that one out of you, though. When you first started off, Mikey, you sounded, if you listen back to it, Mr. Ballin, you sounded shaky. You sounded a bit nervous.
Well, listen, me, I get up in age, you know, so you have to understand. I have to be cautious. I
get what you're saying, though. Like, I definitely get what you're saying. But like I said, I personally feel...
Go ahead.
I personally feel like if we're playing against, say, a team in like the top 10, it's going to teach us more about who we are, where we're at, than playing a team that is, like you said, similarly or on par with us.
No, I didn't say that, you know.
I know you didn't say that. I said that's what I think.
No, but you see, because when you play teams like those that are just above you or similar to you, you can get to
Mr. Ballin, sorry. Whatever I've said for the last 31 minutes, I apologize. I am sorry. I don't want you to take it personal because
I want Russians. Is Russia?
Miss Brown says I need to take it easy on you because you're in recovery mode. So I am sorry. I forget to them give you a couple lick yesterday and you're still
my face mash up, man. You look, you said me come up on your screen. You're showing up. All right, I'm in a depression. Can't eat no food. My belly hurt me.
Tuffy says, good evening, Tuffy. Mikey, if we play the best team last, knowing we can face top teams in the World Cup, when would we get time? That's what I'm saying to you, Mr. Ballin. When will we get time to do the adjustments?
Because you're playing teams.
That's all I'm saying, Mr. Ballin. That's all I'm saying to you, Mr. Ballin.
So hold on. You don't play 6. If you could have played all the 6 top teams.
No, me not say I want to play all of the 6.
So how much you want to play?
I can play one of them, 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, so all right. Okay, hold on. I said you're 6 windows, right? And we're playing Paraguay in 1. I don't know.
But correct. Mr. Ballin.
Let me finish. Paraguay is 1, so we have 5 window leave. So we're going to play 3 other teams plus 2 top teams. That's what you're saying. In the top 6.
Mr. Ballin, you sound like a politician. You put words in my mouth.
No, I'm being Crystal.
Remember, I learned from you, because you're the elder. So whatever you do, me do. I'm coming like monkey. Whatever you do, me follow.
All right. Anyway, Crystal, I'm not running. I have to go do my family duties. Remember,
Mr. Ballin, you're running away. People, I can't believe when you run from Mr. Ballin. Mr. Ballin, no, you can't.
How are you going to be on this?
We're going to be here for a while. You can't run me like that.
Give me 45 minutes and I'll be back.
Where you going, Mr. Ballin?
No, I'm going to take a drink of Jerry and Nevy and straighten up myself and come back. No, I'll pick up the lady and come back. So give me 45 minutes. All right.
All right then. Safe travel.
And guys, please step on Crystal face for me until I come back. Later. Soon come. Bye. Yeah.
Bye. Guys, look how no bully Mr. Ballin till him come off live. All right. Yes, Sabrina. We got Sabrina on the line, guys.
Tell you not to let him go because I called specifically to talk to him because me must say something about he would rather play a smaller team than a team that actually in the top 10 of the World Cup and them something else. I don't want to talk to him based on what I must say.
All right, let me see if I can get through to him so he can listen to what you're saying. Let's see if he picks up. Guys, why you guys do that to Mr. Ballin? Shame on all of you in the comment section. Only person begging for him is Rochelle. Mr. Ballin, you can hear me? Mikey? Okay, yeah, don't hang up. Sabrina is on the line. So she has something to say to you. Don't hang up, okay? No, lad. You can hear Mikey?
Is he hearing me?
I can't hear Sabrina.
Is he?
I can't hear Sabrina.
Go on, Sabrina.
You hearing?
Yes, I hear you now, Sabrina. Yes.
Okay, good. I was listening to the show. I realized that you're saying, oh, you would want the Reggae Girls to face a team in the top 10. And even though I was busy, I wasn't hearing everything clearly. I would like to know, why would you rather to face a team that on the same level as the Reggae Girls, but not on the level that's above the Reggae Girls to help them grow?
No.
And so we not for go at the World Cup to look like we just come here because we qualify. We want to go there, but perform and show them say with that just come here because we qualify. We come here for play.
Sabrina? Yeah, she got
yes, I'm hearing
Crystal?
you.
No, she can hear you.
Okay, Crystal, I did not say that. I said to Crystal, let's say there are 6 windows left, right? For practice games. We should play.
Yeah.
We should play 4 teams. We should play teams that are a little above us, and then the last window we'll play. Said we shouldn't play a top team, but we want to get our system together properly, where we can run it on another team. If we can play England, let's say England, we're not going to run our system on England.
Yeah, but
just like we're
even if we
But you remember, I said we can play Argentina, play teams that qualify for the World Cup already. We must play teams that qualify.
Yes, Argentina kind of plays similar to a Brazil. And they faced Brazil last year. Last World Cup, sorry. Argentina plays similar to Brazil. No, but I think even if you're low, Mikey.
The whole circuit. You understand me? So Crystal, I put word in my mouth.
Here you know, oh me coming at the conversation when you and Sabrina talk. Oh me day in a conversation, Mr. Ballin.
Because are you stir things like
Mr. Ballin, I know me stir up nothing. I'm just reading the news, Mr. Ballin. You said something, me hear it. The guys in the comment section hear it. You know what, Mr. Ballin, I realize you see through you get young, you forget things. I forgive you, don't worry. No, man, me just I said cause you get young, you start to forget things. So me forgive you.
Listen, it's a whole heap of carrots and celery I use, you know.
I'm
using a lot of carrots and celery.
Oh. But Mr. Ballin, the reason why the people are getting on to is because you sound a bit shaky, you sound nervous.
Yeah, but after my team get mashed up yesterday, I'm most nervous. Come on.
Yeah, I wasn't really hearing every word Mikey saying. Mikey been low. You have to repeat what Mike said to me.
Mikey said, because him team lose yesterday, make him still nervous.
I lose too.
Yeah, tell him again.
He's not the only one lose.
Which team are your team?
Man United, and I lose. I'm here company here, and I say we lose 6-3. That wasn't the game that I watched. We were Man City have give us a game. We were Man United Man City chose we over this one side. Over this one side. It was just like Fred come on and hit a shot, and Edison spill the ball, and he come back out. Eventually, Martial editing at the goal. Next one, right on the edge of the line or inside the box. He might try to protect the ball and the defender fall when he get a penalty. Otherwise, from that, and the one goal with something they score for we now. Anthony.
Listen.
Man City beat too bad. We're not even supposed to beat.
No.
And here attack. We're supposed to go Man City humble way. Cause not even mean attack.
No.
We get humbled yesterday.
Listen. Sometimes as a youth in a fight, it was not fight.
Yeah.
The man bush when we now look. The man start the game before we start the game and the man bush way. The man bush way. Is that, you understand me? So we have to take a lick.
Well,
we're gonna play them again. Maybe we can do them back the favor. You understand me?
Well, in that sense, Mikey, we'll see about that. But anyway, I didn't call to talk about Man United. We called to talk about the Reggae Girls. So I don't want to drift from that. I don't want to stray from Crystal's show.
Yeah, man. But you see what now, Sabrina?
Yeah, we are talking about the Reggae Girls now, and
no, Sabrina, make him talk, because for some reason he might go bring me in it. So make him talk.
I have confidence in the Reggae Girls, but as a coach, myself as a coach. And
another thing me hear you said that I really want to adjust. I'm not saying anything wrong with what you said. I'm just gonna say it like you have your opinion towards it, and me have my opinion. You said the Reggae Girls, right? When they face Canada, they weren't ready. And then we hear Crystal say something like that. We were in a tournament and we were building. That was like you're right on one end and she's right on the other end, because if you look at it, we did already in camp 10 days before. We've been to Mexico. The team start gel, them start get to know each other, trusting the process and working together. But then again, when we faced Canada, we were like we did have a momentum going forward before US beat we. And then after we come second in the group, we still know say if we lose to Canada, we're going to have a chance to play again. But then again, that wasn't it. Next year, nobody can tell what will happen next year. Next year, it could be we could have a different coach, because if we're going into World Cup, you don't know what could happen if we have a different coach, different style of play, different system. You don't know. The coach probably don't rate this player, don't rate that player. Never know who go face Canada and what the team will look like. But we have to all hope say when the Reggae Girls come next year, they are ready. Whichever team them put out, whoever coach decide, they're ready to face Canada.
Well, I listen. If I will tell you this, Sabrina, if GFF have any sense, they already have London going to the World Cup with the girls, right? And the Canada game is not like 2 months after the World Cup. I would not change him. I would not change the coach for the Canada game. Because that will be a sign that will be a bad sign for the girls. London is the coach now. Right? It's not my first choice, but he was the coach now. And I will stick with him till the Canada game next year. And maybe after that.
I don't know about changing the coach or not changing the coach. I am not the JFF.
The coach is something like him. Whether they have a big important game like Canada to qualify for the Olympics, they will fire him a week before and put in the next coach. You know, change the front to their system already. They might have a feeling, you know. Right, Crystal?
Me say, me now back no body, you know, cause people beat me up when time my team lose, and when I ambush them a ball.
Crystal.
Mr. Ballin.
Where Richard there?
Probably I'll lay down somewhere soon, wake up and drinking cup of tea with Ted.
Oh, okay. Sabrina, listen to me. I would not change the coach
until
after the Canada game next year. Yeah, I would not change the coach until after the Canada. If I was changing the coach, I wouldn't change him until after the Canada game next year. You have to keep this unit together.
All right, listen, Mikey. I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying. At the end of the day, don't in our hands, and we probably don't want this person, or probably don't want the coach to change, or probably don't want certain things. Just like would have come and he not literally hand the show, but like in ourselves and us, say why they pick that player, why they don't pick that player, etc., etc. But down the line, we never know. We only could wish. So at the end of the day, if it comes down to that part where them, whether the coach remains or the coach don't remain, they must go into the game with them head and knowing say it's either or either. It doesn't matter who on the field or who coaching the team. They must be ready. Yeah, every game you're going to, you gotta be ready.
Oh, but I tell you something. I see the Reggae Girls when get to the round of 16 in this tournament. I just feel it. I just feel it.
When is the draw, by the way? When is the cup draw? Sometime next.
About this month, right?
March. Yeah, it's this month.
Huh? When is the draw, Crystal?
Me telling you the draw how much in time on the streaming, but it's like when me talk, you don't listen. Ask Mr. Scott, me always are telling about the World Cup draw, and it's like when me talk, nobody now listen.
When is the draw?
Me telling you already. You're not supposed to know by now. Me telling you till me week.
Hey, Crystal.
Mr. Ballin.
Stop being like a granny and tell when
you see how y'all pick on me again? You see. Me take a step back and mind my business. You ready to call me down? Me now telling you again. 22nd of this month, Una will find out where Una play and who Una play. 22nd of this month. Me coming like a broken record. Etch it in the back of your head. Etch it in the back of your head. The 22nd of this month. All right?
Thank you very much, Grandma Krista.
I'm tired for telling you.
You see, you push it to live like Grandma. We can't see how much about the phone.
So you're horrible to me, Mikey. When you're done with your missus.
You're not mash me up over team before I come on, you mash me up. Let me not hear you.
Hold on, Mr. Ballin. No, hold on. Me no want nobody come ambush me and say me this and me that, because when Arsenal even lose the match yet, people call my phone and taunt me. Last year when me and certain people become friends, them never talk about Man United yet. As soon as they beat my team, all of a sudden people coming out the woodwork. Me did frighten them, almost drop down. Me never know Mikey was a Man United fan. All of a sudden Mikey lick me in my head, and when me now respond, I call my phone. I say, what? Yesterday when them lose, my mind my business. Me never said nothing to him people. Me just start knowing Manchester United fan yesterday. Me never text them. Me never said nothing. Me just stay in my corner. And Mr. Ballin come on the live with him stream and him sound shaky.
Remember, say you don't like hear people talk about Arsenal.
Me say at the same thing. Arsenal coming at this. Hold on. Oh, Arsenal coming at this. Oh, me and Arsenal coming at this. And we're supposed to be talking about the Reggae Girls. After Manchester City gripping up yesterday, to them still Bex. Anytime on the Bex and all is I take it out for Arsenal. Anytime somebody beating up a road and come and take it out for Arsenal and if stop it.
No. I'm
just not take no Manchester United fan because
you feel the same as we
of course, I'm supposed to feel the same as because I'm a team, but anytime I lose, I'm not always a turn to Arsenal. If Arsenal lose a match, people start messaging my phone. Me not understand. Me not message nobody yesterday and laugh off of them. That's a fact.
All right. Remember, before the game on Sunday, didn't I text you and wish you all the best on Saturday? Did you not see that message?
I wasn't using my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, what I did.
Sabrina.
I'm just saying.
Sabrina, I want to know Arsenal. You know this Arsenal.
Here we go.
The red shirt now sell.
Here we go.
Jamaican colors. You ever notice something like that? The red shirt now sell. You must like Jamaican
colors. Right now, one in my team. Why you don't buy two now? One for me and one for you.
You know what? If it makes Mr. Ballin, if it make you feel good, because I'm glad to y'all laugh, because earlier while ago I did feel sorry for you, it did sound shaky. So at least y'all laugh now. So it is what it is.
But Crystal, and about the Reggae Girls World Cup no, not World Cup qualify friendlies in next November. Are you looking to see new players coming in? Are you looking to the core player that we've been seeing throughout from Mexico and Korea? Are you looking to see anybody coming in, new person, not somebody that already been capped, like somebody probably from the U team or somebody in college or ever been capped before for the national team? Are you looking to see any players coming in?
I think I've said this before. I think if I was the gaffer, I would probably use it's a little bit of a tricky one, because I thought at the time when I made the statement, I was under the assumption that we would get a two games for October. Obviously now we know that we're not getting any games for October. So again, at the time, I did say that I would use the next two windows to possibly bring new players into the pipeline, faces that we've not seen before, and then make a decision whether to go forward with them in the start of the new year, 2023. That's probably going to have to extend until at least 1 month into the new year, in terms of one FIFA date into the new year. Again, that's only because we're 2 games behind. Not getting those 2 pivotal matches for the October window simply means that we're now 2 games behind, 2 less games prepared than our counterparts going off to the World Cup, or than our opponents. So all depends on what Lon Donaldson has up his sleeve. Not getting those 2 dates in October, so this current window, that's probably altered his plans for the future. Because again, he might be looking at things quite similar to how I've looked at things, in the sense of you would then use the next 2 windows, so October and November, to bring through new players. Who knows? He probably has to make a couple of amends here and there.
And another question, Crystal. Isn't a player out there that probably don't know of, or I'm not saying probably put them in the chat on your platform, like don't heard of that you would like to see get a call up, whether there's a new player or somebody you like to see in this window coming, like any specific?
I have players in mind. However, I'm hesitant to say it only because I don't really want certain other countries getting their hands on them, and also not seeing us play in the game.
So you don't want to say it on the platform?
Not on the platform, not for now. There is at least 1 player in top flight football in England that I think could potentially receive a call up. Maybe not. But again, not seeing us play against South Korea. Was it South Korea? Yeah, it was South Korea, right?
Yeah.
Not seeing us play against South Korea. That's kind of put things a little bit backwards for me. I know you guys in Jamaica, you would have seen the game on a replay, but I've yet to see that game. You guys were here with me. I was reading notes from Google about that game. I didn't even see it. I was just reading and giving you guys a live watch along. So I have no idea if we've improved since the CONCACAF stages.
Crystal. And the next question, you said there's somebody in England playing top flight football who probably would get a call up, or should or would, whichever way. Are you looking forward to?
I don't know if they would get a call up. All I can say is they are interested in playing for
the person
Jamaica.
Interested to play for Jamaica.
Yeah, they're interested. They want to play for Jamaica.
That person never capped yet, never played for Jamaica. Is that person ever played for England or the youth in the youth team?
On-cap player. Has an interest in wanting to play for Jamaica. Has close ties to Jamaica.
But never been capped at any levels for England either.
No, on-capped.
Okay.
I know you're gonna go out and try and do your own research into that, but yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do the research right now. I don't have the time.
Maybe not right now, but I have a feeling
when the time comes, you will let everyone know.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually. I did speak to the player. When did I speak to them? In it was summertime, and it was on the back
Summer
end.
this year.
Yeah, summer this year was on the back end of a injury. They were nursing an injury, and I was speaking to them whilst they were actually I think they were going through their rehab, and just talking to them about Jamaica, and they said they want to play for Jamaica.
One last question pertaining to the specific person. What position does she play?
I mean, I already said that it's a player in. I already said it's a player in top flight of women's football in England. So if I give the position, it's a bit of a dead giveaway if I give up the position.
No. There's a lot of people playing top flight football in England.
No, I mean it's not rocket science as to who is eligible to play for Jamaica, though, is it? When you look across the board and who plays for what team, and when you look at the makeup of the individuals within that team.
Okay. I understand you. I get you.
But as soon as I'm able to make that announcement,
release it, you will let everybody know.
Yeah, I've not been given the go ahead to release any names, and I don't really want to go against what's expected of me. So as soon as I'm able to do that, then I will do it.
And the next question pertaining to she or whoever in England, we all know that we're facing in November, like, a player that I really liked, haven't been playing for a long time, been out, but I always see her posting, I already see her post up there.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. I was reading the comment section. Say that again for me, please. Say what you said again for me, please.
Me said this specific player that I like that have been out for months, haven't been playing, but recently been in the gym trying to get back herself body fit. I don't think she's fit or anything like that, but I'm saying, do you think the coach will bring her in this window not to play, like how you use a Crystal Dunn? She didn't play, but they bring her in just to train with the team to see where her body is. Like, how far behind is she, or is she getting where they want her to be, or something like that?
Could be. I know who you're referring to because they've already spoken about her on a live stream. But like I said to you then, if we could draw a comparison with the other player that we discussed, you can't really be handing out those type of favors, because if you bring up that player that you're referring to, what about the other player? So you're gonna be you don't. Yes, I get where you're coming from, and she's probably a little bit.
And when you're saying the other player, what player specific we're talking about? Is it the player that's in the same situation as this player?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I would say the specific differences, I'm not trying to be biased because I know, I always say I'm biased, probably because I am a fan of one. I'm a fan of both.
You're biased when it comes to certain things. I don't know if you're biased when it comes to Reggae Girls, but everybody has their biases. Nobody can sit and say that they're not biased. Everybody's biased, including myself.
Trying not to be biased. The fact is, I don't know. The coach probably know, because the coach, once you're coaching the team, you're checking up on the players, where they're at and stuff like that. We probably don't know the situation with the players. So what if you're saying you give the same player the same opportunity, but one player is behind the other? You don't know if the player is getting up and doing what she need to be done to get back in.
But I've seen that the thing is, that's where you have to tread a little bit carefully, because people have to understand that some players are private. So just because they're not posting on social media like other players to say that they're in the gym, that doesn't mean that they're not in the gym. The other player that you're referring to, I've seen them out and about, running up hills, doing this, doing that, to regain their fitness, to go back to an appropriate fitness level. But of course, unless you're close to that player or have a little insight on the player, you're not going to see it, because they don't make certain things public. So who knows, they're probably neck and neck in terms of fitness with the other player that you're referring to. But I know I've seen with my own two eyes that they're out there running up and down on hills and training.
I can't say anything on that, but obviously I think if, in my opinion now, if both players are training, I'm not saying they're supposed to be in the squad going to to face Paraguay. I'm saying like you have windows. You want to be ready. Like you could probably bring them in them with the team. Like not literally. You're not gonna use them, as I said, not a sub on the bench. Nothing. You just want to see for yourself because you probably seen clips of what they're showing, but you want to see them with your own eyes, like them on the field. You're watching them. Like, do you think the coach should bring them in, like probably not now, not November, probably next window, that's next year or whenever, to see where they are to move forward?
So for them, you want to call them, but are they not then taking based off what you've said, would they not then take places, would they not take the spots of players who are eligible to play and one can make a difference to the team?
No, they won't take any spot of anybody. Just bring them in and bring them in with the squad, like they're gonna be training with them and see. You're just gonna like most likely assess them, like see where they're at. I probably with them now go say they don't have the money or the funds for the extra.
Probably not. Sure. You've answered your own question. It depends, again, the financial side of things, and also to the location of where the game's being played. If you're looking to play it in Jamaica, so for example, the November window, then you could, of the two players, there's one player there that clearly you can bring into camp because it's based in Jamaica. However, with the other player that's based overseas, it's going to cost something.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So it depends. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Lon Donaldson has in mind.
Me and you I'm probably looking different. We're probably saying this, but the coach saying something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what Lauren Donaldson has in mind. Like I'm with you on this, Dre. Like the only way you can see Siobhan Wilson plays if you're looking at Birmingham City. That's the only way you can actually see her play. You guys in Jamaica are in a much better privileged position than us in the diaspora, because you guys actually had a chance to watch the South Korea game, even though it was played on replay. We didn't have access to that. So you guys, some of you saw that.
Now, I'm not being biased or anything, basically, because I'm trying not to be biased when it comes to the Reggae Girls. Like, she's a different Siobhan Wilson from when I see her play for Jamaica against when she played Birmingham. She played over the weekend against Brighton in the Conti Cup.
Yeah, Conti Cup, yeah.
Yeah, I watch her play, and she's a different player. I'm not saying it's a coach or anything. It's just a position. She play a natural position, so she's more comfortable, and you could see her quality there. As I said before, when she come and play for the Reggae Girls, she was playing on the wing. She was playing on the left wing, and she's a left footer. Like normally, when you have somebody as a left footer and you're playing on the wing, you have to use them on the right side because they're more comfortable with their left foot. Because when you're playing on the left foot, the left wing, she didn't so I don't know what coach. I think probably she didn't prove enough to him. I don't know going into this windows, because sometimes the coach are unpredictable, and if he's following her games in for Birmingham, he will bring her in the next window, next window. If he's following her, what she doing at Birmingham, I think she will get a call up. But if she's gonna look based on what she do in Korea, like it's a different story. It's a 50-50.
So Dre, that could answer your question for the time being. So this is why I'm saying, if the question that you asked me earlier on relating to new players coming into the pipeline, as I've said, my feelings towards that has shifted because we don't have a October window. I did say previously that I would give them 2 more windows, October and November window, to potentially test out new players and then just go with something different, something more concrete during the start of the new year leading up to the World Cup announcement squad. But we'll see. I don't know what to make of Lauren Donaldson, because I'm not really...
As we're talking about Reggae Girls, what you think about Shania Hayes? I know that she's like a number 9. She's played the same position as a Bunny Shaw, and she played the same position as Kayla Mackay. But as we all know that Kayla Mackay within the Jamaican national team, she occupies more than one position. She's not naturally always a striker in the team. So, are you hoping to see both different from both Kayla McCoy along with Shania Hills in the next windows?
So before I get to that, yeah, with Lauren Donaldson, let me know what you guys think of Lauren Donaldson, because I'm still kind of scratching my head with the gaffer at present. Difficult to analyze just how good he really is given the short turnaround and so on. And again, not being able to see that South Korea game. Going back to what Sabrina is saying with Shania Hills, again, similar to what I've just stated, not being able to see her in the last camp. You can't really make an assessment of a player of one camp. You can look at what they're doing at club level, but that doesn't mean that because they're hit the ground running. We know that Shania Hills, she belongs to Birmingham, it's not Birmingham, or Bristol City, relatively still new, summer signing for them, but she might be kicking on at Bristol City, but that doesn't mean that she'll do the same for our country. And if we're going to be testing her out, then it can't just be a opportunity that comes in drips and drabs. There has to be some consistency there, and that goes for any one of our players, be it players that's already in the pipeline or players that we're looking to bring in. If we're serious about giving players a true opportunity, and that's one of the things that Lauren Donaldson says he wants to do in these friendly these international windows, give the players opportunities. It has to make sense. It has to be opportunity with consistency. So you can't just bring them through the pipeline and then they have a bad game. They probably have a bad game because you play them out of position, and because you play them out of position, they couldn't fulfill their true potential or reach their maximum potential. So as a result, you don't lean on them again. But since you're talking about Shania Hills, I don't think that position is one that I would worry about. I think we have enough depth there. That's not to say I'm not a fan of the player. I'm just saying that's not a position that worries me. We have enough players there at present to just crack on with things.
Crystal.
Yes, sir.
The position that worries.
No, I'm not really worried about the players' position. I'm just going through players that have been called up under this coach as like both of them not new to the setup, but the first time they're playing under the coach. Why I'm saying that is because I'm saying, do you see them getting another call in the next window? Because he called them up in this camp. I was going to ask about Giselle and Simmons too. Do you see them getting called up?
Giselle Washington and Cameron Simmons.
Yeah.
Yes to Giselle Washington. Cameron Simmons, perhaps, but yes to Giselle, because obviously she's been there before. In the run up to our last World Cup qualifiers and so on. I'm not talking about this current cycle, guys. The previous cycle in 2018. So she's been there. She deserves to be back into the squad, and given what she's capable of, her attributes, her delivery, all round play, then yeah, she's one of those players that is worthy of being at the World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. So I'm not going to sit here and give you a unfair analysis on Shania Hills, because again, she's been reintroduced to the squad a bit like your Siobhan Wilson. I didn't see the South Korea game. I can't watch Bristol City and say because she does XYZ for Bristol City, then that would mean that she would do the same for Jamaica, because we have a ton of players that play out of position for the national team. So I can't sit here and make a judgment call on her, because I think it would be unfair and it would do the player a bit of a discredit, disservice. So if you're going to be bringing these players into the pipeline, whether it's a recall, it has to be a purposeful one. How many times are you going to recall them? And you have to be a little bit cutthroat. Do you plan on bringing these players to the World Cup or not? If the answer is no, then why are you looking at them? You should probably be able to draw an assumption by looking at them play for their respective clubs. And when you bring them into camp, you shouldn't need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows to draw a conclusion to that. You should know when you bring a player like Drew Spence into the camp, you know you need a Drew Spence. There's no fraffing around. There's no beating around the bush. You know that a Drew Spence is what you need. So I'm not trying to scapegoat no player, but just looking at things from a wide perspective. You must know, like you're the coach, you have the eyes, your backroom staff have on the other different pair of eyes compared to yourself. So you must know what's your it's a piece of puzzle that we're trying to put together in time for the World Cup. You must know what's missing to complete your puzzle. That's the way that I look at it. So much of what you're asking me, I think, if I'm being fair and honest, difficult to answer the question given the lack of game time, inability to watch the games, and more importantly, I'm not Lorne Donaldson. I don't know what Lorne Donaldson is trying to achieve. So it's tough questions to ask. Easy questions, but if I'm being fair, it is tough questions to answer to.
Crystal, I have a question for you.
Go on.
What positions do you think that we are light at, meaning that we need a next player to back up the player that's starting in that position?
I love your question. I'll reiterate myself again. I still think we need to bolster our back line. I think we need to look at what's going on with the centre back pairing, because last time round the gaffer played Satara Murray out of position. Only he can answer that. But I think if you speak to Murray, she would tell you.
Satara Murray is a girl that played in the qualifiers, right?
Yeah. So I think if you speak to like Satara Murray, she'll probably tell you that she wants to play in her natural position, which is centre back. Here's my issue with the centre back situation. Yes, they've called up Vian Sampson and so on, but for me, it's a bit like looking at Jodie Brown and Khadija Shaw, where we're too heavily reliant on the Swaby sisters. And for me, it's a problem because I don't think we should be over reliant on any given player outside of their qualities, because you're going to run them through the ground. And sometimes you have to protect the players from themselves. The Swaby sisters, Jodie Brown and Khadija Shaw, are not going to tell you that they're too tired to play or that they need a break. So it's down to you as a coach to implement that necessary rotation, that necessary squad rotation. So going back to the centre back, I still think we need to tweak the back line in terms of bringing in appropriate players for squad depth, healthy rotation. I still would like to see them give Elika Keane a recall. It's outrageous. We have a player that's in the Champions League. She is relied upon with her team in the Czech Republic, Slavia Prague. We have one Reggae Girl at present in the Champions League, so to not give her a recall, I really can't see what reasons would facilitate that decision making. So would probably test out Satara Murray, centre back, bring in Elika Keane as well, just to see that. Let's just get different types of partnerships going, because we just can't keep on relying on our Swaby sisters. They're human. They need to be rested at the end of the day.
Okay, listen to this follow-up question now. We know that Spence is our defensive midfielder. Who is her backup? Who's her backup?
That's another area that we need to tweak. And it can't be a case of and the reason why I'm saying we need to tweak it is because we need to be a bit cutthroat. We need to be brutal. So if you're going to be calling up players, make sure that they're eligible to play, for one, in terms of they can play. Exactly. Passport and documentation isn't an issue. Visa isn't an issue. Do they play for a club? If a player don't play for a club and you're still calling them up, you're doing them a disservice. You're almost it's probably a generous decision and you're being as sincere as ever, but you're almost in some sense setting them up for failure, because it's game times finished many moons ago. Now is where the serious work begins. And again, it just goes back to me saying that you have to sometimes save player from themselves, because I've said before, if I'm a player and I don't play for a club and you're asking me for a call up, I'm telling you, yes, I'm not turning my back on my country, but you have to say, like, you don't need me telling you. Being physically fit and being match fit is two different things. So unless your player that you're calling up is playing week in, week out, to call them up, be it for a friendly or a competitive game, you're putting the player at risk of setting them up for a failure. So when they go out there, irrespective of their talent, and they completely blunder their opportunity and the fans get on their back, it's not because they're not good. It's just that in that moment, they're not ready. And so yeah, Mikey, I don't know if that answer your problem, your problem, answer your question, but that's an area that I think we need to look at. I think we need to look at the DMs.
I'm looking at the next position now. Now we have Bonnie Shaw. And she is very good player. Anything can happen. In the first game, she can go down.
That's Mikey. It's like you read my mind. Mr. Ballin, I kid you not, I thought about this today. I was like, God forbid.
Krista, wait a second. You see, because I'm a Manchester United fan, that's why I can't read your mind.
No, but seriously, Mikey, I'm going to let you continue. But no, seriously, today I was thinking the same thing. I was like, God forbid if something bad happened to Bunny. You're screwed.
Exactly.
You're in a problem.
Everything is riding on her.
Yeah, because we're too heavy reliant on her.
We need a center forward that is capable. I'm not saying, I mean, that a second, it's like a second Bunny shot. You understand me? And I look at Kayla McCoy, and he doesn't give her enough chance at the forward position to let her to see how she is. That is my opinion. Now, I've seen her play for Rangers, and she looked good. But maybe there is a next player out there that is better than her. I don't know. I don't understand what Jamaican passport or whatever. But we need, if you don't think, I don't think you think Kayla McCoy is the answer. That's why I'm not giving her that much opportunity. So I must be thinking of somebody else.
But how can she? Go on, Mr. Ballin. Go on. Finish.
No, because you see, if I am the coach and Kayla McCoy is supposed to be Bonnie Shaw's backup, that's where I see it. Kayla McCoy should be getting runs to prove herself. But she getting a 10 minutes here, a 5 minutes here, that not prove herself. If we take her a good run, give her a whole game, tell Bonnie, Bonnie, you sit on this game and let she start. If Bonnie can come off the bench. You understand me? Bonnie call the bench with, let's you run for 65 minutes and you run the last 25. Something like that. But every game you start Bonnie when Bonnie's available, except the game against USA, and he didn't start Kayla McCoy. Did he start Kayla McCoy against the US? He didn't, right? You remember that game, Chris?
No,
go on, Mr. Ballin.
Him no want her as a striker. Him no see her as him striker. I'm probably looking somewhere else, as you said before, because if that was true in the US game, we all think, well, we didn't see Bonnie and the lineup. She would be the person playing her position, but she didn't. She wasn't the one playing the position.
Exactly. So therefore, who is Bonnie's backup?
It's just vibes at the moment. McCoy came on in that game, Mikey.
Right, but she scored goals for Rangers.
Yeah, for fun.
So why don't
for fun.
Why don't he give her a run, a decent run at center forward? You know what I mean? Give her a decent. Like, okay, let's say now in the window coming up, the Paraguay. Yeah, playing 2 games against Paraguay. Let her start one of the games. So I'll give her a 65 minute run out of the whole game run to see what she can do.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect you in the work, it's anything to do the World Cup. But this is how you see how players are. And bring the young girl up from the under 20 team, right? And then start in one of the Korean games, from what I understand. So why can't I start Kayla McCoy? I'm not saying nothing wrong with the under 20 girls starting whatever name Simmons is. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying Kayla McCoy is a proven professional, play for the Rangers, score a lot of goals for them. Give her a run. I've seen her play midfield, and to me, she was one of the best midfielders in the first round of the playoffs. She played very well in midfield, but she's naturally a forward. Give her a run at her position and see how she does.
That's true.
And he has 2 games to do that. He has 2 games to do that in November. And if she's not the player you're looking for, then tell her, Kayla, you're not what I'm looking for. I'm moving on to somebody else, and just like I stick with Rangers and concentrate on our profession. You understand?
Yeah, I definitely understand. I agree.
Mike, not taking away from what you're saying, but look at the U.S. national team. Alex Morgan is the natural striker, even though they have Ashley Hatch there as a backup. But then again, Alex Morgan is injured, so the coach take him chances, and they're playing big games against England and Spain. And he went and called up this 17-year-old to replace Alex Morgan because him trust her. Is a 17-year-old. She have never yet been capped for the U.S. national senior team. And he went out and call her up and bring her to England to face England, which she probably won't start, but she will probably get minutes. But yet you're saying we have a Kayla Maka who is scoring goal in and out for Rangers, but she can't get a chance to play. Because I was saying this to Crystal. I don't remember when it was. You should remember. She could say yes. I was saying to Crystal the same thing. Say you know that Kayla Maka is a player that Bonisha could play 60 minutes and Kayla Maka can play the rest of the game, where Bonisha could play a 70, 65, 70, and Kayla Maka come on, and depends on the game. You could have a Kayla Mackay starting and a Bonisha come on to help impact the game. I was talking to Crystal about the same situation. I don't know if you remember, but I was saying something similar to this to Crystal a few days back or a week. I'm not really sure, but I was saying it to Crystal.
You know,
go ahead,
Mike. That's the thing I don't. That's the thing I don't understand about Damas is that you take her to Mexico, you take her everywhere with you, but yet you're not starting her. You're not giving her a free opportunity to show her potential by starting her. Give her a 60 or 70 minutes or the whole game just to prove yourself, just to prove ourselves. You know, maybe we did start her.
We don't want the same thing what happened in the World Cup happen this time. That player have to retire because them for the World Cup, and even when Jamaica cannot finish, cannot qualify, them don't drop up by losing the first two games. You don't give players minutes where you could have at least give them the chance to play 5 minutes at the World Cup or start a different 11, even though you know you don't lose, you don't bring them off the bench. You don't want that going into the next World Cup. So give them game time.
Guys, I just try to charge up. I try look for my charger. I can't go and talk. I just look for my charger.
Okay. You know,
they are going for the show, you know.
Huh?
Sabrina.
They are going for the show. Yeah, I'm hearing him.
Yeah, Sabrina, you see, this is the thing with the coach. It's for me as a coach, yeah, you going to try out girls or players. Forget the women or men. You're going to try players out to pick your team. You need to give them everybody a fair opportunity of starting and see how that looks. Because when you come on, it's different than when you start, you know. Because when you come in, you have to get into the flow of the game. When you start, you're in the flow of the game. So when a person's starting, they're in the flow of the game. And you see how they move off the ball, on the ball, and everything. So you get them a fair opportunity to show them skills and the potential. When you may bring on for 15 minutes on the game, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time to her.
Mikey, not continue. Are you following this girl that play from San Diego Wave? Everybody talking about her, right? I literally watch NWSL, so I know about the players, but I never know that she's eligible to play for Jamaica until I hear some people talking. Yeah, I think her name is Shaw. She wears the number 11 and she's 17-year-old for San Diego Wave. You know the player.
And she's of Jamaica, and she can play for Jamaica. You see, the thing is that
she represent the US at the Under-20 World Cup recently.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? She may be a Jamaican, but she have a Jamaican. You see, this is what I think. If I'm going to pick a team, a player to play for Jamaica, that player must already have a Jamaican passport in their hand to show me that they're really interested in playing for Jamaica. No, I don't know if she's interested or anything. I just hear people saying she's eligible and she's playing as a 17-year-old. She didn't go straight into college because she wanted to play professional. She got her contract. She's playing well. She started 3 games and scored 3 goals when she started, and she has this and she's been scoring. She's been playing since he come back from the Under-20 World Cup, and they're saying she's eligible to play for Jamaica, and we're like talking about if something happened to Bonnie, like I'm saying if she's eligible. I'm not sure if she want to play for Jamaica, she's gonna sit and wait to play for the US at the senior level. I don't know, I'm just saying. Well, you know what it is? I think that if she was 17 and she'd represent Jamaica in the Under-20 if she wanted to play for Jamaica. So I would say to you that unless when she gets to 25 and they don't call her for the US, then she maybe would want to play for Jamaica.
25, Mr. Ballin?
Yeah, because World Cup opportunities, because there are 2 World Cup cycles should have missed.
I don't think they would remember, female footballers. It's a little bit different. I think if she has carry on.
No, what I'm saying is that when she's 25, that means she will be you have gone through 2026 World Cup and you gone to 2030 World Cup. So, and if they don't call her for those 2, they show the USD for those 2 World Cup teams, then therefore, she not get pick again, because they're going to younger girls. But by the time this World Cup, she's 29. So I would say if she don't get picked in those 2 cycles, then she may want to say, well, let me try Jamaica. And that is the way it is.
Interesting.
You understand what I'm Crystal?
Yeah. I follow you.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you you and Crystal know. I'm gonna it's a school night. I'm gonna get the kids ready for bed and stuff. So I'll catch you another time, and
Sabrina,
I'll finish. I will finish watch the show on the live. I'm coming off the phone.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, Sabrina.
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah. It's a Crystal. Like if I was the coach or even the JFF, if a player is interested in playing for Jamaica, show me interested. Get your passport. When you say you call me and say, listen, my father's Jamaican, I'm a grandfather, my grandmother, and I have a Jamaican passport, and I play for X club over here. And here's send my video. I say, if I'm interested. I'm from the way you have your passport. They'll be interested. You understand me, Crystal? But if you call me, you play for Jamaica, and you don't have a Jamaican passport, that's not me interested.
Yeah,
I mean, you may be interested. I want you to be 100%. I want you to show me. Say, see, let me get my passport before me even call you.
Yeah.
You understand?
No. Yeah.
Get your passport first, and then you call. Let the call. As soon as the passport come out, Federal Express or whatever, U.S. British mail or whatever it want to be, Royal Mail, U.S. mail.
Mike is a British mail.
Yeah, Royal Mail, name right?
Yes, Mr. Ballin.
You say, yeah, me have a passport. They send out the picture with the fax and your passport and everything. So I said, I'm ready. Call me anytime. If that goes for both male and female. You know what I mean? Just be ready to go. Nobody is 2 months, 3 months you play practice game one time to come to play a real game. You can't play.
I get you. It's difficult to disagree with you. I think that comes with change though, and it comes from slow change from our end. And there's things that I'm sure things can be done at a faster rate as well. I definitely agree with you with the whole thing of if you want to play for a country, you should show some interest. But what you have to the way I look at it as well, Mikey, as well, maybe it just comes down to your upbringing and how connected you are with your culture. Because with me, if I was to have a child now, I would make sure that they have a Jamaican passport. Not because I want them to grow up and be footballers, just because I want you to have your Jamaican passport. Why not? Dual nationality. I would encourage that. Matter of fact, I wouldn't encourage it. I would just make it happen, and then throughout your years as you get older, it's down to you. If you want to renew it. If you don't want to renew it, that's on you, but I would begin that process.
But if they don't renew it, it will be easier for them to get the next one.
Yeah, exactly, because they're already in the in the pipeline. They're already on the books.
So players should just, before they try and make themselves available for Jamaica, just go ahead and get the passport, because there's a Jamaican embassy or consulate in High Commission in England, and there's an embassy in the US, and there's a High Commission in Canada. That's where most of the players are coming from.
All over the place.
I name those 3 countries. So therefore, just get your passport and just say, all right, we're ready.
Yeah.
And when you send your paperwork, you send a copy of the photograph of your passport. I say, see, let me have it. And what I understand from somebody else who has a show that there's a couple Jamaican born that's playing it. I'm talking about male now. Start to say born players are playing in the Premiership. They were born in Jamaica and they have Jamaican passport. And we're not calling them. Those are the people you have to call.
In what Premiership? In what Premiership are they referring to? What Premiership are they referring
No,
to?
in the Premiership. Men, in the Premiership. There's a couple players in the Premiership that were actually born in Jamaica and went to England, just like Sterling when they were young. And
So
that's
what. So who are these players that they're referring to?
Well, I can't tell you their name, but according to them, there's players. I think it's like maybe about 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, so they're so good that we can't think of their names off the top of our heads. Is that how good they are?
No. Well, I'm telling you about, as someone said on a different stream, not me. I don't know the players. I just said I was repeating what somebody said. I don't know how true it is.
No, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is usually if a player is that good, especially if they come from Jamaica, the whole world will know about them. So who are these Jamaican-born players that are in the Premier League that are eligible to play for Jamaica but's not getting a call up? There must be a reason for it, and it's not just down to the Jamaica Football Federation. Sometimes you use your own initiative, knock on their door. What do you think your agents are there for? Sometimes I'm not really here to just shift the blame all on the federation. Sometimes the players take a bit of initiative, because if you want to play for England, you would let your agent go and do the work so you can go and play for England, so that they can know that there's a possibility there for you to be eligible to play for them. Same goes for Jamaica.
Right. And I'm sure there's players that playing in England professional league right now, or British players who don't have British passport, but if they feel they're going enough to England, they're going to go and get a passport. So if England's going to travel, they don't have a problem.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of a snobbish mentality that, because it's Jamaica, then Jamaica should bow down to them and whatever. Get your passport ready, and if you feel like you're not being looked at, you need to make yourself so good that you're hard to ignore. So who are these players? Because I don't know about you. Who are these players? If you are so good and you want to play for Jamaica, make it a case in week out. You are so good, you are hard to ignore, and that's how people will be looking at you.
And if you're a Jamaican player, you could reach out to like Leon Bailey, or you could reach.
You can make things. I'm not even buying that, Mikey. I'm not. I don't know who these players are in. If you're talking about the Premier League, who are they? These Jamaican-born players.
And maybe it's just like Johnson. He's Jamaican, right?
Which Johnson are you referring to?
The one that played for Jamaica. This is Johnson, the midfielder.
Daniel Johnson. Yeah, Daniel Johnson. Yeah.
He was born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I mean? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm looking at the Premier League and I'm thinking, so who are these players then?
Well, you see, those players now, because what happens, some of them take out their British passports, so they're British. Although they were born in Jamaica, they're traveling on British passport.
I don't know if they renew their passport, but it would be a case of them having their
right. So
they would have dual nationality, so they might have taken out a British passport, but they probably still have their Jamaican passport.
More than likely, it's expired. It's not even valid. More than likely, it's expired. So they'd have to go and get it done over again.
Yeah, I don't know, Mikey. I'm not really sure how to answer that one, but if you're not that good and you're thinking that the federation is going to bow down to you, then you need to have a look at yourself. And if you want to play for Jamaica, let it be clear and obvious that you want to play for Jamaica. I don't know, maybe because you play in the Premier League, probably the hype gets to their heads sometimes, but it's not always the fault of the federation. Like when they're wrong, but it's not always their fault. Like I said, if I gave birth to a child, they have to have their Jamaican passport. It's common sense. Why wouldn't you? So it's not always the Jamaican Football Federation's fault. Sometimes these players need to look at themselves and be proactive. I don't know, maybe more so you see it on the men's side of the game, again, depending on the country they play, depending on the level that they're playing at. Some of them, they come with a little bit of a chip, and that kind of makes the working with them a little bit difficult. If we're being honest with ourselves, it's not always the Jamaica Football Federation's fault.
That is true.
Yeah, it's not always their fault. Sometimes we have to just air out the players as well. You need to have a look at yourself. You can't just expect them. Sure, as much as we say yeah they don't do a good job, but they themselves in their day-to-day lives, they still have tasks that they need to tend to, right? And sometimes they probably get their priorities wrong, but like any other business, you must have tasks to tend to. Yeah, we can have a go at them and say they're this and they're that, but it's a business at the end of the day. And if you're playing in the Premier League and people aren't screaming your name at the top of their lungs, then do something about it before you even look at the federation. Do something about it. Because I've not heard not one person in the comment section mention these players' names. Oh no, nobody don't mention the names that you're alluding to.
I didn't mention the name. I heard it on a different stream.
No, no. I'm not disbelieving you, you know, Mikey. I don't disbelieve you.
No, but I don't know if it's true. I'm just repeating what somebody said.
Yeah,
that you have Jamaican players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jamaicans born in Jamaica that play in the Premier League that went to England when they were very young, just like Sterling and Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, if you, it's interesting because I don't know who those I don't know, Mr. Ballin, but it's an interesting one.
I don't know how good they are. I don't know how good they are because I don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? It's an interesting way to look at things, but hey, good luck to them. If they have what it takes to help us qualify for the 2026 World Cup, then come on board. If you don't, then you probably just have to be a 12th man like the rest of us. But yeah, it's not always the fault of the Jamaica Football Federation. Sometimes look at yourself, get the process started with your passport, and quite similar to what Blakey said, that's Andre Blake, for those of you who are wondering about. There's no point paraphrasing here, but to summarize what he said, and I'm fully 100% behind it, there's no point coming on board when we're no longer in the trenches. You've got to be, and that goes for the Reggae Girls as well. If you're not in the trenches, don't bother try to come and be friends with us and play for us when we're on our way to a World Cup, when we're qualifying for major tournaments, competing for major tournaments back to back. You're not needed then, because we've done it without you, and we can raise the level without you. Yes, Mr. Ballin.
I'm going to leave you for like about 5 minutes, and I'm going to come on the line.
If you say so, cause me no want you come over here, come abuse me, no, Mikey.
No, me so.
All right. So yeah, guys, I'm not really for that. I 100% agree with Andre when he said that. Like, if you can't sit with us in the trenches, I don't really want to know of you when we're on our way up. With all due respect, and that goes for the men's side of the game, and that goes for the women's side of the game as well. Mr. Leon Price, the price is always right with you, my friend. How you doing? The thing is not just playing for our country, it's about representing your country with honor and dignity and love. Yeah, summarize that beautifully. I am going to the Reggae Girls match. You mean the 10th? Which one are you going to? The 10th, Catherine Hall, or the 13th at the office, the National Stadium? Think you probably okay, yeah, you said the 10th. All right, well, have fun for both of us. Enjoy it. If you're just tuning into the lights, I hope you've hit that like button, by the way. Some of you enter the house and sometimes you forget your manners. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you don't want to read the headline, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says Reggae Girls to play Paraguay in international friendly. And I'm about to burst your bubble because that is not the international friendly for October. We don't have a friendly for October. And if you're frustrated like myself, you can always knock on the door of the Jamaica Football Federation. I'm sure they've got a reason, valid reason as to why there is no friendly in November. But on some more positive notes, if you're just here for football in general, some good news for you. USA are obviously, because they are more better organized than us. Even they have their own problems. Canada have their own problems. Spain have their own problems. But guess what? They don't seem to have a problem when it comes to nailing down the all-important friendlies there. This month, Friday the 7th, the current reigning champions of the world, the United States, will be taking on the reigning champions of the Euros, So that's England playing host to the United States. That's what you call a top of the table clash. That should be mouth watering. United States are also scheduled to play against Spain on Tuesday the 11th, and going up against another heavyweight there in the November window. They'll be playing against uh Germany. So yeah, good lucky for some in it, guys. Lucky for certain countries that take themselves serious with their friendlies in store. And for those of you who are wondering about the other team in across the way from us, Canada, they also have something in the pipeline. Looking at their October window, they've got Argentina and Morocco, and I want to see us play against Morocco. They fancy their chances against us, and I really, for that reason, I do want to see us take on Morocco. I've said it so many times before that I want to see us build a relationship with teams in Africa. I want to see us build a relationship with the African nations wherever possible. And if I just let me go ahead and do something quickly and bring up our team on the screen again, just so we can look at how we're looking. So looking a little bit bleak there, ain't it, guys? South Korea played against South Korea in September. That was an international friendly and a behind closed door friendly. And you should know by now that up next in the November window, we have Paraguay. And the reason why a couple people are a little bit irritated, and those people include myself, is probably when you take a quick glance at post World Cup qualification there for the Reggae Girls, where it says 1-0 over Costa Rica in the CONCACAF Women's Championship. So if you look at that particular period, and you can see there's one friendly there, right? Again, South Korea, there was a practice match. Now, if we look at our male counterparts and see what they've been up to, this is what angers me. And yes, there's two cancellation there, but it's the fact what irritates me is that they've clearly been thought of, and it's good for the men's program. Hopefully, long may it continue for their sake. But why can't the same thought and care be implemented into the women's side of things? I'm still a little bit baffled. I don't know why they had a game in the books against Paraguay right in the middle of the CONCACAF Nations League. I don't know who they thought was going to play this game. So somebody isn't paying attention to the calendar. I don't know who that person is, but yeah, you need to try not to let that happen again. Who knows? Maybe they wanted to send out their B team. We know they've done exactly that. Game against Ghana. That one was cancelled to no fault of our own, thankfully. They lined up against Morocco, and this is Jamaica B team for those of you who are wondering. Also lined up against Qatar, and the A team, so the senior men's national team of Jamaica, played against Argentina just last month. So remember, since the qualification for the Reggae Girls, second consecutive World Cup on the bounce, right? During that time period, there, here and there, call it the summer period. They've got a clear, what do you call it? Thought process here for the reggae boys. How many friendlies is this? We're gonna count the ones even if they were cancelled. Point is they were in the pipeline. They were being thought of, and games would have gone ahead had it not been for XYZ. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I counted that right? That's 5 friendlies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friendlies, and also they have a game against Cameroon coming up, and that game is outside of a FIFA window. So, and that's in November as well. That game is outside of a FIFA window. The usual players that will make up the traditional camp for your starting 11 as it relates to your A team. They won't be available. If we go back, so that's how many games? I'm gonna clock that again because I can't believe that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least before the end of the year, they would have played 6. Would have been penciled in for 6 friendlies, right? And between the A team and the B team, at present they've played 1, 2, 3, and they've got another one coming up again for their B team. And more quite clear and obvious who's being thought of and who isn't being thought of when you look at how things are placed out where the Reggae Girls are concerned. So yeah, I'm a little bit irritated by that, guys, because I wish we had a friendly for October, but unfortunately we don't. Yes, Mr. Balin.
I am back. Like
Yes, so
Pac.
this is the Balin that I like. No shaky business. This sounds like the original Balin.
Yeah, man. The original done one.
Yeah, there we go. We're back now, finally.
Yeah, man. We shake off United.
Oh God! Wow.
Crystal.
Yes.
You know, what I keep saying to you from the year start about the Reggae Girls and the Reggae Boys. Who's the outside picnic? Tell me.
Boy, I don't even want to say it, but it's kind of clear. We don't need VAR for this one.
Listen, life is unfair sometimes. No, I said when I began, I said the Reggae Girls is going somewhere next year. The Reggae Boys aren't. And them forget all the game. And it's the money where the Reggae Girls get. I get the Reggae Boys them practice game. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the JFF thinking, but them need to start rethink what them are doing.
Yeah, and it's an example of backwards priority as well, Mr. Balin, because in what world are you putting more time and effort into not even your A team, the greatest of respect to the Reggae Boys B team, but in what world does it make any logical sense to put all your eggs in one basket?
Yeah.
When it comes to your B team and not even take care of your senior women's team that's trying to polish and sharpen their tools for a World Cup campaign. It doesn't make sense to me.
That to show you where the man in head is. That is on. You know, I don't understand why they're doing this to the ladies. You know, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They won't tell you all kind of excuse. Come tomorrow.
I can think of a couple of excuses, but nothing that they could come up with makes sense. You can argue and say that you didn't have enough time to secure a friendly, but we can counter that argument and say, but what about the Reggae Boys B team? They're having friendlies left, right, and center. You could say that their priorities are backwards, and there's no argument to defend that because it does seem that their priorities backwards. One could even argue and say that it's a self-sabotage because we all know you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Listen.
So nothing that they can say would make sense at present. And this is what I dislike about the federation is they leave things unanswered, and each time they do that, they leave the situation open to interpretation.
Exactly.
The mere fact is you've come out and you've announced a November friendly. What about the announcement for the October friendly? Oh, you managed to jump from September to November. What about October? And you haven't even clarified it. You haven't even said to us that, oh, by the way, guys, we're not having a friendly. You've just brushed it to the side as if it's not even important.
No, I heard Ricketts said something about it,
Where? How many people did he say that to?
It was on an announce. I saw it on YouTube somewhere.
But that's the thing. It should be all over their channel. I shouldn't have to be scrolling around YouTube. I should just go on your Instagram, go on your Twitter, and it's right there in front of me.
Yeah. And I still think
that's what it's there for.
Yeah, I still think they think the Reggae Girls not profitable, but the Reggae Boys at this time aren't either.
Reggae boys aren't profitable. If you're looking at the two teams, the team that is more profitable, the team that is your price asset at the moment is the Reggae Girls, not the Reggae boys.
That's your cash cow right now.
Straight up.
The Reggae Girls is your cash cow right now. Because they in line to collect a lot. And every time they go away and play, they're going to collect a lot. You understand me? And they don't seem to realize that. They don't have to cash in on these things. It look like they need somebody with some business sense to show them how to cash in on the Reggae Girls. Because they're prime and going to the World Cup.
No, I have my own what's the word I'm trying to search for? What am I trying to? I kind of feel like I have my own understanding as to what's going on behind the scenes, but I could just be way off. But again, when you leave things open to interpretation, you cannot fault people for drawing up their own assumption.
Why you think them using the girls as second class citizen?
You know, say you always come with something. No, I think it's much more sinister than that. I think it's much more deeper than that. I'm trying to hold on to my thoughts for as long as I can, but I think it's way more deeper than that.
Then for just allow the girl them and just give them every game at every window. Like whenever them should have a game line up months before even the window cut, there shouldn't be a problem. Because the Reggae Girls, if them call most countries to play the Reggae Girls right now, they're going to play them because they qualify for the World Cup. So a team may want to play them. It's not like they don't qualify. If they didn't qualify, maybe they would have a harder time. But when they qualify, everybody want to play you.
Yeah, big Reggae Girls. Who wouldn't want to play against them?
You know what I mean?
He wouldn't want to play against them.
Listen, why this man when I come back on the live? Why you want me to stay up on the phone? And see my face. But watch your comments now.
Mr. Scott, so you're general. You're not coming onto this live. Mr. Scott said, "I go up on the road, and if we stay long enough, you will join."
Mr. Scott.
Mr. Scott think we were born big.
Yeah, I'm coming like GFF. Full of chat and no action.
Mikey, there's a comment there for you. Mr. Price said we need some European women's team.
Like I said before, the last game.
Mr. Barron, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just to help you for read the comment.
Okay, all right. You see, listen.
You have it out for me tonight.
Crystal, something when we come off of the stream, I beg Beverly look at my back and see how much wheel it have. Can I get lashes?
Say that again for me.
No, when they finish up the stream, I ask my wife to check my back and see how much wheel me have in my back.
Don't do that. If Miss Deb come and ask me a beer lie, me I tell her. So don't do that. You're sleeping on that couch for many months. So do not do that. I said, Miss Bev, hear this.
You're beating me again. Anyway, back to JFF. JFF have to get these girls a game. And I don't know when these girls finish playing the regular European club leagues. I don't know how much time in between their games, the last game they play for the club and the World Cup. But these girls must be getting camp at minimum 21 days. Minimum before the World Cup. So
in total, you're talking about in total. You're talking about in total.
Yeah, in total, before the World Cup. Practice wherever they're going to be, where they're going to be based in Australia and New Zealand, they got to get acclimatized.
Mike, you're being a bit too generous because that easy to achieve. JFF couldn't be so wicked. Remember, we're talking about World Cup, We're not talking about
remember, I said minimum, minimum. Therefore, it can go up to 30.
That means you're not having a belief in them. Then that's what you're trying to tell me.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes. Mr. Hendricks, Mr. Sebastian Hendricks, big up yourself in the comment section. Sorry, I thought I clicked on your comment already. My apologies. Leon Price says Sabrina the Trouble. Well, Mr. Price, maybe you know something that me and Mr. Ballin don't know. Do you share? Do you share there in the comment section?
So at least minimum 21 days, so them can get acclimatized to wherever they play. Because I don't know what part, if it's Australia, because although Australia is a big country, although it's winter in most parts, it can be summer in some parts.
So,
It's
Mr.
like,
Ballin, you're going to the World Cup or not? Are you going to the World Cup or not?
I am trying to bribe my way to the World Cup.
Bribe sounds like you got the connections. You might have to share it with me.
No, you will help me out when you call Miss Bev and tell her, so me have to come help you.
You're gonna have to be nice to me then. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to be no more taunting, no more this, no more throwing me under the bus. You're gonna have to be nice.
No. Only if Manchester United beat Arsenal, me will throw you under the bus.
You see it.
You know, we can't miss the opportunity there.
You see it. All right. All right.
Right now, everything can be United except Arsenal.
All right. All right. All right, mate.
So,
Melas Reed.
Krista,
That's
like
unique
a
name.
question.
It's a lovely name. Pick up yourself.
When we're on the phone, I ask you a question. Who's going to be Bunny Shaw's backup?
Mr. Ballin, did we not discuss that already?
No, we talk about Kayla, but it don't look like him like Kayla because he's not giving her the runs. So
Well,
which other lady you see on the team that's are already played for the team that is going to be that holding power forward that can hold up the ball?
Listen, I don't know, Mikey. You can't ask me that question. That's a question for Mr. Lon Donaldson himself.
No, but
because
I'm
the
telling
players
you,
are there in the. Listen, what I would have done is a bit similar to what you've said. I would have tested out your Tiffany Cameron or your Kayla McCoy. You have to give them a chance to prove themselves. If they fail, then yes, you can say, look, I tried. And when I say give them a chance, I'm not talking about just playing them 1 or 2 times. You have to play them with great consistency,
right?
Because you can't just keep on rely on Bunny. Like we saw Bunny and particularly Jody Brown play on one leg in the championship, one leg. And then you had people saying, XYZ. But that's why I was saying, Mr. Ballin, you've got to protect the players from themselves. And the only ones that can do that is the coaches. You cannot keep on playing these players through the ground. Something bad could come of that. And we don't want to be in that position.
Right.
Same thing that goes for Sade. I can't even tell the last time I saw Sade get a fair chance. Last time I think she got a fair chance was when we had Vin Blaine as the gaffer.
Yeah. And like you say, everybody have their bias. Everybody have their little biases. So
everybody biased. If someone can look in my eyes and tell me that they are not biased, that's somebody to fear, because that person is a liar.
Yeah. So maybe the coach maybe him have certain girls on the team that him know not going to be on the team come World Cup.
So you're telling me that he would how would you take out a player like Kayla McCoy from the squad? In what world do you do something? Well, Kayla McCoy barely get game time anyway, so maybe you're onto something.
Listen. It's just let him care. That's why I'm bringing Simmons to see if Simmons can do better than Kayla.
Or do you think he's trying to search for squad depth?
Exactly, and him don't think that Kayla is the answer.
Or maybe he thinks that Kayla can do the job, but he wants to add to it. No.
So him want. But him not showing me, because if he was showing me, he would have let Kayla start in the Korean game. I don't know about the second game because nobody know what's happening in that second game. That was behind closed doors. So maybe that's what he did. We don't know because nobody know about the second game in Korea. In the first game, I try every way to see if I can find a tape of it or anything. I think somebody in Jamaica could just tape it and post it on YouTube so we could get a chance to watch it. You know what I mean? And see what went on in that game. don't know who played well from who didn't play well, But hopefully, the next games we'll be able to see the games somewhere in some form.
But I see someone in the said, who is Konya Plummer? Konya Plummer is the she should know who Konya Plummer is. She is our former captain. You should be seeing the reintroduction of Konya Plummer at some point. Was unavailable to play for personal reasons, but she seems to have gotten over that period. So you should be seeing her back in the pipeline, back in your defense at some point. Yes, Mr. Balance, well, Sabrina said she's got the game, so I don't know if you guys want to make an arrangement to sit and watch that one, but
Sabrina, if you have and you can download it onto your phone and WhatsApp it to me or email it to me, then I would greatly appreciate it if it can be done.
So hold on, you only care about yourself. What about the rest of us? Me, the guys in the comment section. We're not somebody told Mr. Balin.
Well, I said, "True, me not a secret. I mean, I hide from nobody. Me can't give up my email address. Me know about you. For myself."
All right. Oh, here we go. In my true stone. All right, me like it. I like it. The same time me start fling my rock, them when I want nobody complain and.
You notice a stone me when you throw a rock. You're one
yeah. Yeah.
You're one bigger.
Michelle teach me, Michelle says, so you deal with him.
Oh. Yeah. I really like to see that game. I keep trying to find that game and it cannot be found.
She says she says I'll do. I don't know if that means that she'll send it to you or
she don't have my email address, but she can send it to you and you send it to me.
Oh, so I'm supposed to be the Migler man.
Or you can give her my email address offline.
So somehow I'm still included in this.
Crystal, I would make you big. I would never make you the middle.
Mr. Malin, no, bother with no, bother sweet
no,
me up. You done mash me up already.
No, let me please let me explain. I could never make you a middleman. You're too beautiful for that. You're a middle woman.
With it, Mr. You're
a middle woman.
Anything that you want me to do is coming at a price. There's an invoice attached.
All right,
so if you want me to get something from Sabrina and pass it over to yourself, there's a price that you have to pay for that.
You know where I live? I live in the US. And me follow my ex-leader, Trump. Me not pay a bill.
Oh, all right. Okay. Excuse you.
You not pay a bill.
Excuse you.
Me follow my
the ones who pay the most are the ones to dodge the taxes, people. I'm telling you that. They put that in their offshore account. So you should know what Mikey's money situation is like. All right?
I guess the British pound I get weak, So
well, I wouldn't know because long time me not spend the money, so that not mean nothing to me.
You're saying you prime minister and mash up the country. So.
I don't know nothing about that, Mr. Balin, because long time I don't spend no money because things are a little bit sticky right now. So I wouldn't know.
Spend the credit card.
Credit card? Whose? Whose credit card?
Yours. You don't use money anymore. Just use your credit card.
I don't have a credit card, No?
No,
I don't have a credit card.
Why the dollars are run? Yeah, is your pocket where you walk out your purse full of bills?
No, I don't have a credit card, sir.
Okay.
Definitely. Where in the US are you?
Who, me?
Yes.
Someone's asking that question?
Yeah.
The only place people can live in the US is New York. New York City. Bronx.
Money City. All right.
Yeah, man. Who asked that question?
Sabrina.
Is she in New York or is she in New York too?
That's a question. You might have to give her a shout with that one, Mikey.
Asking her if she's in the she can't hear me. So are you?
Yeah, she should be able to hear you.
Yeah. You come from country still, so bright in the head. So.
You hear her yard bud me up here. How is it that I get picked on my own platform? I don't understand. I don't get how I get picked on.
Because you're special. Platform.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good to know.
You're special.
Yeah, that's good to know, Mr. Balin. England? What makes you think I'm in England? I'm not in England.
Whose squad is this now?
So there's a comment on the screen for you, Mr. Ballin, but I'm not gonna read that.
What is this squad here? This is this person's squad?
Where?
That you have up on the screen here now. That you have on Sebastian.
Oh, I think you're a little bit delayed. So I'll bring it back on screen so everyone can see it.
Okay.
I need to powder my nose.
Oh, she's in Brooklyn. I just saw it.
Do you mind if I go and powder my nose? Can you behave whilst I'm away?
Yes, I'll try and behave while you powder your nose.
Thank you. If you want Sabrina to come back and talk to you,
yes, I want Sabrina to come back and talk to me.
You're not even let me finish my sentence. I say you dislike me.
No, tell Sabrina be there Bronx and she's in Brooklyn, Flatbush.
If you want her to come back, I don't know. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. I don't know.
Tell Sabrina me I go airport Friday so me can come pick up the tape if she have a tape. I got Kennedy Friday. Yeah, people. I think Crystal is off to the powder her nose. You know, lately every time she powdering her nose, every time she come on the screen, you know. I wonder what's wrong with her nose. Why she always powdering it. You know, and people, what do you think of the JFF? You think the JFF going to do a good job with the Reggae Girls from here on into the World Cup? Or you think they're going to do a shabby job like they have been doing and treat them like stepchild or the outside child? You know, I have a problem with the JFF because they're looking more to the Reggae boys than they are to the Reggae Girls. And the Reggae Girls right now is doing better than the Reggae boys because they're on the way to the World Cup. And the Reggae boys are not. The Reggae boys will be on the way in 2026. And the Reggae Girls will be back in 2027. So the Reggae boys will always be a step behind them because I think this Reggae Girl team is a very young team. Most of them is under 26. And therefore, they have a good chance of making it to the next one, which is 2027. Also, we have a good team here right now. And like I was saying to Crystal, I think the coach is giving Kayla McCoy not a fair shot of taking a second backup position to Khadijah Shaw at the center forward position. You know, hopefully we'll start her in one of these games that's coming up in November and give her a good run and a chance to prove herself and see what she can do. Because, you know, Bunny is not made out of iron and Bunny can go down with an injury because if you're going to play her all the games and you know, football players, you know, they get injured here and there. She may have to miss a game or so. And you need somebody to step up in that position, that forward position, and put the ball in the net like Bunny do. But you have to give each and every player a chance. So there are players that's coming off the bench should start in one of the games. Because, you know, I'm looking at these two games as, okay, let's play the first one and we'll play the team that you think is your best team. And beat them in the first game. And in the second game, you play the girls that didn't start. So everybody get a fair opportunity of showing them skill and potential in the second game. Because you're going to have a squad of 23, so you can start 11 girls and even give the backup goalkeeper a chance in the second game. Because you never know when your number one goalkeeper going to go down. You know, and also maybe you can even give the number 3 goalkeeper a chance too. You know, one half, number 2, the other half, the third goalkeeper. So you get everybody sharp and getting them the oil moving, getting ready for the big tournament in the summer, which is Australian winter, our summer, Australian winter, New Zealand winter. So they have to, you know, that's why I want them to be there at least 21 games. With 21 days before, because they may run into where they're playing may be cold, and you know some parts of Australia will be warm because of where Australia is a big, very large continent. So if they're playing in the north of Australia, then it's going to be warm. The south is going to be cold. You know, so hopefully we get in the south where it's warm for the group stage at least. Yeah, are you back, Crystal?
Yes, sir, I am. Did I catch that? Did you say that you want them to be in Australia and New
Yes, in the
Zealand
south.
for
I want
21
them.
days?
I want them to. Sorry, I think I said I want them to be in the north. I said the south is where winter is. I want them to be in the north, in the group stage, for the furthest north, in whatever group is the furthest north in Australia,
You
because
want them to be there
that's
for
going to be a little
21
warmer,
days?
huh?
21 days prior to the kickoff of the tournament.
Minimum 21 days.
Well, Mikey, look like you have to go sponsor the apartheid trip there, because knowing JFF, the girls will probably land 5 days before kickoff.
You're lucky, maybe all 3 days before.
Mash up with jet lag.
Them start when they go up on the face, them to get them afloat.
Can barely move.
Come to say, look like the Reggae Girls are high.
Reggae Girls, them can't move. I don't think that they'll be their 20 out. That would be a miracle if they're there 21 days. 21 days, Mikey, before the start.
Listen, FIFA gave them enough money for the girls to be there 21 days before.
Look, anything is possible. That's all I can say. Anything
Yeah.
right now, I can't see. Mike, we can't even have a local friendly in October, but you want the girls them reach 21 days before the tournament kick off. Jeff, if I look by you, I say not even Australia and New Zealand are show up yet.
JFF cannot say anything to me why the girls don't have a friend in October, because the boys can play a B team game in Cameroon in October. Why the girls can't play a friendly wherever in October? The B team, then put Jamaica B team ahead of the girls. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's baffling. The boys are playing in November, so they're playing same window as the girls with Peru game, but it's not even an international window for them.
Right. So therefore, the boy better them cancel that game and put the money in the October game.
Them not do that because they have their own reason why they want that to go ahead.
Yeah, so. because you know why? Because they want to show off some of the local players who not going to get a chance when you have the overseas players on the team, which I understand, but
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I understand if you want to show the local players, give them a chance, but you can't not give the girls opportunity to play in October.
I don't, but understand it in what sense? What is there to show off?
No, what I mean by that is you're giving the local players, because you remember them have a new coach. I guess I would suppose the coach is going to be at that game. Wait, so hold on.
Mr. Ballin, if we're saying that we are, sorry to cut you off, if we're saying that we are financially strapped, what logical sense does it make to take the boys out of Jamaica, the B team that is, and take them all the way to Cameroon? If we're saying we're taking it all at face value, in the sense that it's a game that provides the opportunity to see who have what it takes to play for the senior team, why not just send coaches to their games, to their respective games?
Okay, that is true. But also, when they go to Cameroon, they're playing Cameroon B team, not Cameroon A team. Because
what I'm trying to say is you're wasting money. That's what I'm saying. It's a waste of money. With the greatest of respect to the men's team, it is a waste of money for a federation that is always crying about being financially strapped. That is a waste of money. And when you go through your yearly review of how your money is being spent, I'm sorry, but some of these decision making are sackable offenses. If we're saying that we're doing it for the reason that we're being told, in the sense that it's an opportunity for the players to showcase themselves and see who have what it takes to play for the senior team, why not send scouts to their games?
That is true too.
Is it not more cost effective?
Yep, that is true too.
I don't understand. I don't get it. It's not really making any sense unless the reason that we're being told isn't the truth.
Well, you know how it go already with this team, with this organization. You can't take anything them say serious. Them tell you one thing is another.
Yes, it's madness. It's absolute madness, and I'm not buying this.
Like we say in Jamaica, they might give us 6. That's they might give us 6 for a 9.
No, I'm telling you, it's worse than that at the moment because nothing don't make sense. Nothing in that makes sense to me. If again we're always sat here complaining about being financially strapped, and apparently the reason why we don't have a friendly in October. I hear people saying, "Oh, it's to do with finance." No, it's not. No, it's not to do with finance. It's about people not doing things according to priority.
Sabrina, Sabrina, if me run JFF, a lot of people get fired. Especially the man who buy the ticket them. That's the first man me a fire.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of being fired, I'm surprised that Mr. Ricketts hasn't shown a couple of people the exit door already, because overall what this does is it reflects negatively on him. It looks bad on him.
Yeah, but I
because
see.
it's all under his guidance.
I didn't see somewhere where Mr. My man Patty Shop man I leave soon.
The who?
The Patty Shop man.
Who's that?
The secretary. The Patty, yeah, I call Patty Shop man, you know.
Why you call him that?
Because when a man low got into it, him say think a Patty Shop me a run. Think a Patty Shop me a run.
Oh wow. Oh Jesus. And that's another thing that, come on guys, you gotta learn how to address your things internally. It's crazy the way that they behave. I don't know if it's just male
no, but
ego
he
going active.
he did not know that Damien was taping him. So
But even if you don't, that's no way to talk to someone when you're operating the higher echelons of the Jamaica Football Federation.
Yeah, you think a Patty Shop business this? That's what we call him, Patty Shop man.
Jesus, give me strength.
Eh?
Give me strength.
That they were the country about him can't live down.
Yeah, I mean, you're if anything, you're only going to upset the player by saying that. Even if you are right by talking to them like that, you're just going to upset them.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think them stick out, and them just totally them can't see eye to eye with him. Them can't get back to a level where them
do you
can be
think anyone at
decent.
I should think that no one at Inter Miami or even at the club that Damien was at the time wouldn't be speaking to him like that?
Mm-hmm.
You think anyone at Inter Miami is going to be telling Damien this isn't Popeyes?
A burger, you think a Burger King here run?
Yeah, Damien, this isn't Popeyes.
All right, yeah, Kentucky.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, you gotta watch how you talk to people when you're in certain positions, or just in general.
And every time you're speaking on the phone, when you're in a position like that, you have to take the stance that you're being taped, recorded.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Yes. But again, it's like I expect better from you again when you're in said position, because leadership, as they say, always comes from the top. So if you're behaving like that, don't expect the players to be behaving better than you, because it's not happening.
Because even for me, when I'm upset with someone in business and I'm on the phone, just going like everything normal is when we see them in person now. Then we can talk to them when we want to talk to them, because I don't want to be recorded.
Yeah.
Understand me?
But it's like a couple of times I've had a few moments on this platform where people like go against the guideline of the show, and then I will have to call like Mikey or Richard and talk about it with them before I can speak to that individual. Imagine if I were to speak to them like that. They would never show up in the comment section, let alone come back on screen.
Not only that, you lose some of your subscribers, maybe.
Yeah, like you got to practice like how to talk to people, how to like de-escalate a situation. Because one thing with me, like even if something gets, depending on what gets said, sometimes certain stuff gets said on air, and it's like, again, you don't want to embarrass that person, so you just address it off air. But by the sound of this, we've seen it. Leadership in Jamaica, people in leadership position just going at it in public. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. Like,
you thought what it was embarrassing too? Last week after the game, all the Jamaican man in my rush Messi. Boy, I may tell you, them for the better than that. That was shameful.
I mean, one thing I didn't like was someone, I don't know who he is, I don't know his name. He went over and he was indicating to Messi to give him his shirt. Hello, that shirt belongs to one of the players. Are you part of the delegation and you're going over to Messi and asking Messi for his shirt? What do you think this is? What is this? A free trip for you? Free trip for you to put your feet up and stroke your hair, let your hair down? This time, Mikey, he was indicating to Messi for Messi to give him his shirt. I was thinking that shirt don't belong to you. That shirt belongs to the players, not you.
I mean, they should have, after, because you remember, in the when they went to that tournament in 2014, I think it was, and the guy took a selfie with Messi. After that incident, the JFF should tell these guys that, listen, we arrange with you to meet Messi in the changing room, make Messi come over and we can take all the selfies you want, but not on the pitch where TV, we see this all over the world. It's embarrassing to me.
He said it's embarrassing. The American creep out in you just then, Mr. Ballin.
Sorry,
no, I like it.
Embarrassing. No, if me was on that pitch, me no want no selfie with Messi. When we go in a changing room, I'm see me in the corridor. I say, yo, brethren, come over here, come give me a selfie. But me not do it where people can see me on camera on national TV. No, because remember, we are professionals. Every player on the Jamaican team is a professional, and the coach is supposed to be professional too, or whatever staff. If you want to do that, wait till they get under the tunnel. Then you can do all them things there with Messi, what you want to do. But
it's a joke, mate. That for that particular individual, that was a free trip to New York City. Go down to Brooklyn, walk around like you're in New York, like you're in Kingston, Jamaica. Eat some foreign food, and take a picture with Messi. That was it.
And go tell your friend, oh, I'm here, Messi hang out.
Yeah, bright lights.
I drink a red sky.
New York City for the bright lights and the shopping. That's what that trip was about for that. Sabrina, I don't know who he is. I don't particularly want to know. Goes back to what we were saying. Leadership starts from the top. You can't be doing that. I don't even care what he did on the pitch, but the fact that you have the audacity to ask for Messi's shirt when you're not even one of the players.
When we get Messi in coach's jersey or the trainer jersey. Messi want a shirt with that number upon it.
This fella asked Messi for his shirt. I couldn't believe what I was saying. I was like, no, this guy's funny.
Hey, we're lucky you never take off him shirt and make Messi sign all him back. Like the brother run up on the field.
So you can get it tattooed. It's madness. What are you doing? It's like, I'm sure when you're a Messi, you would bring like 100 of different shirts with you. So, every player is going to want your shirt. One player will get your match-worn shirt and another player will get a Messi shirt. Yeah, but you can get a Messi shirt, but you can't get Messi's match-worn shirt.
But Crystal, you can't go in the sports store in New York and go buy a Messi shirt and see a Messi get you.
But him not in a sense. What should I do is go and buy a shirt and ask Messi to sign it.
Oh, you know what him want? Him want the shirt so that him can carry. Him want to wash it because Messi shirt just dry night.
That is disgusting. And that is filthy. And you don't deserve it. I'm sorry who you are. You do not deserve Messi's worn shirt. Imagine these players work their asses off all their lives, and this fella is gonna come and ask for Messi's shirt. That man moved faster than you see in a Beijing to go and ask for Messi for his shirt.
Listen. If Shelly can't move as fast as him.
He was sprinting. I was like, where did he come from?
You know something. He was in the wrong sport. He should be on the World Championship track team.
He's cheating himself. He could be an Olympian. Gold medals around his neck. He's proper cheating himself. Benji says the JFF is getting money from these friendly games. The JFF can't actually afford to invite other teams to play the Reggae Girls. You're wrong. I like your comment, Ben. Good day to yourself, but I disagree with it. Heavily disagree with it. Why? You should be asking yourself, why can't they afford it? What's the reason? Why can't you afford it?
Because
Go on, Mr. Ballin.
Because the JFF destroyed their product by the infighting and the foolishness them going over the last year. So nobody want to go see the Reggae boys play because the Reggae Girls went draw a crowd because they're having a home game in November. The Reggae Boys can't draw no crowd at the stadium unless them get Argentina to come play there. Because everybody can want a Messi shirt. You have to care about 10,000 shirt. So everybody can get one at the stadium. The Reggae Boys can't draw a crowd because the JF.
No, Mike, you can't say that because you don't know if the man them are artists. You probably have a couple man who can draw in our team, so they can draw a crowd, of course. But if you talk about bring out spectators, that's a different thing, Mr. Ballin.
Well, it's true.
You sure know at least one man in that team that can draw a crowd, Mikey.
So the Reggae Boys right now, Reggae Boys go from if you look from when in 1998 when the stadium packed them said 35,000 at least 50,000 was in the stadium, right?
Yeah.
And to where them playing the last game they had 200 or 500 spectators. They had a lot. And I'm sure the only way the Reggae Boys can fill that stadium right now is unless them get Brazil to come there, Germany, Argentina, one of them top team.
Yeah.
If Mexico come, it's not fulling. If any team come from CONCACAF, it's not going to full.
I've seen it. I mean, I was there last year and I saw with the Mexico game, that was empty. That was a empty stadium.
Exactly.
That was nowhere near full capacity.
Right. So for them to get the stadium buzzing and full, and when Argentina coming, they better come with Messi. If them not come, they better send Messi a play.
Yeah.
And if Messi then come, Messi don't pay the people and want back their money.
And you know, so them night for galang bad, so them go to mash down the whole stadium, Mikey. Can you imagine?
Yeah, if Messi don't play. Yeah, Sammy.
Imagine.
So that is it. Yeah, if Germany comes, I don't think England would have full the stadium, but Germany would. Holland too, Belgium, France, them team will full the stadium.
England is a little bit of a tricky one, because I feel like
I don't think England would have full the stadium.
I hear you, but I kind of feel like
you see, England don't have any household like top player. Like France have a couple of them.
Depends on how you market these games, you know. And I've got some ideas, but in case someone from the JFF is listening, I'm not going to give you my ideas for you to run with it. So I'm more than happy to have a little chat with you, though. But I've got some ideas as to how you can fill those stadiums.
Yeah, and the problem is for them to fill the stadium, them have to redo the stadium field card. Them team now can play on stadium turf unless it's nice and smooth and the ball don't
bounce. No, now can play ball on that. No.
Exactly. So
you think England sending their Hurricane to go and play on that?
No, exactly.
Nah, it's not happening.
I mean, England have a team that will compete, but I don't think they will get, farther than maybe top 8.
Yeah, we'll get a Raheem Sterling. Probably get 20 minutes of Raheem Sterling because Chelsea's gonna say nope, not on our watch. But Raheem's gonna say no, I want to play in front of my country of birth.
Right. Come show him stuff.
That field is a bit of a joke.
Yeah, and maybe my boy, what name again? Play right back. What name again? For England. What name? Play for City.
Oh, yeah, talk about Walker. Oh
yes, yeah, Walker.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, him. His heritage is there. So
yeah, a lot of them in that
team
have either Jamaican or some Caribbean heritage.
Yes, they want to come show. They will come perform, but I don't think England has allowed that stadium though.
No, I don't think that game will be played in Jamaica if we're being complete, which is a shame. I don't think that game.
If it's playing in England now, you get a packed house.
Yeah, that's a packed house. That's sold out.
If it play in the US, you get a packed house.
Yes, different.
Yes.
It's so funny because where the National Stadium is located, it's actually a beautiful scenery, Mikey.
Yes.
And I was there last year and I was looking around, I was like, this is just so beautiful.
Yes.
Mikey, it's just stunning. The scenery is just beautiful. When you're looking all around you, it's just it's spectacular. I don't know, maybe that's me being biased because I'm on home soil.
No, you look beautiful. You look to the south, depends on how high you are, you see the sea.
It's beautiful.
You look to the east, they have the mountains.
And you're
to the
high
north,
up.
the mountains.
I was quite high up. Yeah, I was quite high up, and I was like, yeah, this is a beautiful stadium, beautiful scenery, I should say.
they're taking out the cycle, the velodrome. They're taking out the cycle, the velodrome, and putting in more seats in there, so you're going to be even closer to the field.
Oh, really?
That's what the Minister of Sports.
So what do you do with the tracks?
No, the velodrome. That's where the bicycle is for the bicycle racing.
So why would you want to get rid of that?
Because they don't use it anymore for cycling, I think.
Oh, so they're writing off the future.
No, well, I guess they're going to they're going to find a place for the cyclists. Go do the thing.
Must it on the roadside because
you know, as a kid growing up, I used to go watch cycle races and that thing. People from all over the world come on, Europeans and Americans and North Americans come there and cycle against Jamaicans.
Yeah.
And there was this guy named David Weller, and the next one I can't remember him name. That two Jamaican cyclists, very good. Weller got a bronze medal in the Olympics in 1980.
Yeah.
So that time we had maybe we still have good cyclists. I don't know because I don't really follow that sport that much. But it was enjoyable. But I think what they're trying to do when they take out those seats, they're going to put in official seats for the players, like you have in Europe here, where instead of sitting where they sit, they're going to sit like in the stand, like they do at the modern stadium. I think they're trying to modernize the stadium a little bit.
They need to.
Yes.
I was a little bit shocked. I was like, I'm feeling a little bit peckish. Where do I go to get something to eat?
Them sell soup on the back. You go inside under the stand, them sell soup. In the grandstand, them sell soup.
You hear where just say Mikey run at the back.
Yeah, and it's how Jamaica, it's just how JFF don't know. To me, them don't know to make money.
Them sell soup run at the back.
Yeah, man. So
I should have asked you when I was there because I was thinking, I'm a little bit hungry. Where do I go for something to eat?
The last I went to the stadium was 2019.
2019?
Yeah, the last time I was there. Okay. I think it was 2019 or 2020. But I more think it's 2019 before the COVID outbreaks. It was 2019.
I couldn't find anything not on the level that I was on. I was like, maybe because it was COVID times as well. So
it was COVID. No, they wouldn't. No, more than it was COVID time.
Maybe they shut a couple of the shops down or whatever. Because remember it was last year, so it was still COVID.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this place? Interesting. But outside the stadium as well, I like the look outside the stadium
with all the monuments, the statues, and everything.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes,
beautiful.
As a boy going there, the only one was Otto Wint. No, there's many. I have to go take a look at it again.
Yeah, beautiful collection there. And I got excited because that was my first time going to the National Stadium. I was like, this is exciting stuff. Shame about the result.
I have a question for you. It's just track and field. Does Veronica Campbell have a statue here?
That's a good question. I can't remember.
But Shelley has one though, right?
Mr. Ballin, she should. I can't remember who I saw. I did see statues, but I cannot remember who I saw. I don't want to tell you yes, and there was nothing there. I can't remember who I saw.
Because I'm sure Veronica should get a statue.
100%. 100% should get a statue.
Yeah.
100%.
Bolt and Wint, I think, is the only two male athletes that I think deserve a statue, and both of them have it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the only two male athletes, I think. I think McKinley could get one, but he never really win anything. Because he was but again, it's a long time running that from the 40s and 50s. But apart from Bolt and, Quarry, no, I don't think Quarry should get a statue. But Bolt, yes.
You don't think that Dunn should get a statue?
Well, him just win a gold and a silver. And
Mr. Bolt, think of the time that he won it in. Think of those days.
That is true. If you might, I think what happened is that because Wint did it in 2 Olympics, Quarry didn't. Bolt did it in 3. Shelley did it in numerous. Constantly winning. And who going to get a statue definitely is going to be Elaine. If she don't win the next Olympic event or any other, she's going to get a statue too.
Yeah, she deserves a statue.
No, she definitely going to get one.
Yeah, she deserves a statue. She deserves her statue.
And they should put it in a way that it becomes that those monuments and I call them monuments, should become a tourist attraction. and should be open to the public at all times.
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Sebastian says Veronica got one last October.
Great thing that. Great thing that.
That's fantastic. You know, I'm feeling a little bit hungry, so I'm feeling for a cheesy
cheesy scrimps?
No, cheesy beef patty, Mikey.
You know, I've never had one before.
Shut up, really?
No, I am old timer. Patty is just beef patty. Me never eat chicken patty.
I was a little bit ignorant like yourself until I accidentally bought one, and I said, well, you know, sometimes
you know where cheesy patty come from?
Here we go. Where, Mr. Ballin?
New York.
It's a foreign thing, is it?
Well, what happened? The Italians bought the Jamaican patties and opened the crust and put the Italian cheese in there and sell it as cheesy patty.
Okay, I was like you. I was like, nope, I'm not having that. And I had it once, and I was like, oh, this is actually quite nice. So I was like, now I get the hype. Try it. Give it a try.
No, stick to the original beef patty. Me don't eat chicken patty.
Oh, Mr. Bannon, it's not gonna hurt if you just try a cheesy beef patty. Just a try.
That is not. No, it's better tell me to try a patty and bun, spice bun.
Here we go again with the weird combinations. I forgot who I'm talking to. Here we go.
When you go high school, if you're on a cocoa bread, you have to just get a 13-cent bun. But wait, so far back my gone, cut it in half and put the patty in between it and go and work that. And a Kelly's soda. Not even
that's a bit of a madness. It does sound nice, but come on, if you can try that, you can try a cheesy.
All right, tell you what, you try that and then me try a cheesy patty.
You send me the money and I'll do it, and I'll even video call you when I'm eating it.
All right. How much you must send?
Any amount.
You have to as long as it covers a patty and a bun over England. Me don't know.
How much for it?
Yes.
About 500.
£500.
Yeah.
All right. Hold your breath, it'll come.
Not too expensive. not too pricey.
That Jamaican and sell patty and bun for $500.
Things in London have gone up, you know.
I know, since on the new Prime Minister.
No, Mikey, I was floored.
Don't have to pay for the Queen's funeral. That's why everything gone up. Okay, I understand.
Listen, I did my food shopping over the weekend, and I went to go and buy some patty, and it's usually $1.50. And Mikey, they slapped an extra 50 pence on it. I was like, I don't even think I should buy this, but because I was so hungry, I was like, I can't believe this. Another thing that's irritated me, planting in this country, Mikey.
Even over here, things that used to take for granted, that used to go and pay like 99 cents or $1, little bit for it, a pound. It's $5 something a pound. I'm saying, but me can't buy that for $5.
No, the one that upset me the most is planting. Planting used to be, when I first came here, planting used to be 3 for £1, and I thought that's reasonable. That's good. That's more than reasonable.
Yeah.
Then some years ago it went to 120. No, when the pandemic came, they thought they were being clever. They put 20p on it. Went to 140. Now, Mikey, how much is 3 planting? £1.60.
Well, look at this now. Chicken foot have no meat on it. It's $5 something a pound US.
What?
It has no meat on it.
You're joking.
I am serious.
Nah.
I couldn't believe. Hey, as I cook some goat soup. Goat head soup Saturday.
When you're gonna cook it Saturday? Or
no, I was going to cook it last Saturday.
Okay.
And when I went there, them never have no goat head. So burned goat head, that is. But me see the goat knuckles, which is I'm say, give me £2 of that.
But no meat in upon that, Mike.
No, but it have the flavor, the flavor. I said when the man tell me the price, I said, hold on a second, how much a pound of that? The man said $8.49. I said, for bone?
Me don't know, Mike. I know if that reek. I never know if the goat have knuckle.
Well, that's what they call it over here. The goat foot, they call it goat knuckles.
Else, Mike, because I never see goat with knuckle from
it's goat foot. It's goat foot, and them call it knuckles.
Oh, That's
Go
like
through.
when you're like, well, when you're in schools over here and they're feeding you chips with fish fingers. Me never know so fish have fingers, so me no bother eat that. What fish fingers and chips? I said no, thank you.
Okay, they have a cut of meat they sell here in the Spanish stores. They call it chicken steak. I said, well, a second. Maybe know the cow have chicken in it. Chicken steak.
There's something I want to try. I want to try like I don't think I've done it. No, I don't think I've done this before. I know I've done lamb, but lamb chops.
Oh,
I saw it
that
at
is
the
wonderful.
butcher's the other night, and I was the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that looks nice. I want to test that out."
Yeah, man, just grill it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do it with some potatoes.
Oh, okay. Because when I do it, when I do it, I just put it on the grill and put it in the oven.
Yeah, I was thinking I don't really
And so
want.
because it can be very greasy, lamb. So you
Oh,
want to
really?
put it like on a like a thing that the grease drop in the bottom and not so it just like it's like you're barbecuing it in the oven.
Also,
So it's
what
not flat
sauce
on
do
the
you put
pan.
on yours?
Huh?
Do you put sauce on it, or do you just season it?
Just season it. Just season up the night before and then just put it in the oven.
Yeah, I want to try that this week. See if I can get that done this week. Saltfish is expensive. You're talking about saltfish, you know what's expensive? Ackee is expensive. Ackee costs an arm and a leg. For a little can, it's about no bigger than this, guys. You're looking at $3.99, depending on where you live. Again, no bigger than this. So this is a small can. That's basically just for one person. Two, if you don't eat a lot, two people. So that's $3.99. So yeah, food's expensive everywhere you look, everywhere you turn. Food is pricey. Mr. Ballin's hiding his face from us. Do you, Mr. Sebastian? I don't know who you was referring to earlier on, Sabrina. I don't know who you was referring to earlier on, but I don't know the person's name. I didn't even call their name, so if they want to get upset, then do better next time. That's all I can say. Do better next time. Been streaming way longer than I anticipated, guys. Almost 3 hours. Oh, what are you talking about? Manish water, is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're referring to. This one is for Mikey. I don't think this one is for me. I don't know if you mean Manish water or... I don't know who it is, Sabrina. I don't have a clue who the person is. Oh, I haven't made a Manish water in a while. It's been a while since I've made that. Don't think I haven't made that this year at all. Might have to change that before the year finish. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, we're gonna have to change that before the year comes to an end, guys. Gonna have to change that. What is it? You haven't explained to me what it is. What is it? Oh God, I could do with some Manish water. Before I go to my bed, I'm gonna yeah, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna usually this annoying thing where I actually order food at this hour, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I am going to, what am I thinking of? Instead, I'm going to do a patty. I should probably go and put it in the oven now whilst we're here and then let it cool, because look, I like my patty hot, but not too hot where I can't enjoy it, if that makes sense. Oh, Mr. Scott, you're back. So are you going to call in? Are you going to stick to your words? I thought you was going to dodge me, I thought you was going to dodge me and pretend that you can't, pretend that you're not here. So I'm surprised that you're back. Waiting on your call, or waiting on you to come on the screen, since you tried to draw out Rochelle, and you draw Sabrina a couple of times. I don't know if you guys have seen Andre, oh, how can I forget his name? Andre Lowe, that's what I was thinking of. Must be familiar with Andre Lowe. How can you be into journalism, Jamaican journalism, and not know who Andre Lowe is? And it's about Jamaicans. Did a tweet some while ago about the replacement of Dalton Wint. I'll bring it up on screen so you guys could see it with me. You should be able to see this one. Yeah, you can. So that was Andre. Do I need to do an introduction for Andre Lowe? But in case I do, multi-award winning Jamaican sports media professional with years of international experience. Sports editor, and he is at the Jamaica Observer. Also a Juventus fan. For those of you wondering, and this is a tweet that came from him in the last hour or so. Several sources have confirmed that financial expert Dennis Chung will replace Dalton Wint as General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation. And he is apparently chair of the JFF's Finance Committee, is considered to be a leading figure in corporate space. Looks quite serious, don't he? Hopefully he's better than what we have experienced. So if you guys want to read more of that, you can go ahead and check out Andre's tweet. That's if you are on social media.
Crystal, can you hear me?
Yes, Mikey. I was saying that I was thinking of going to put my patty in the oven.
Okay, well, I have to go take care of some business that I just tell you that I have to leave you till the next time.
Yes, Mr. Ballin, it's been a pleasure having you on the platform.
And
when you're making money next time, that doesn't mean you should just forget about people.
No, and tell Sabrina that give Sabrina my email address or my phone number if she want to call me.
What one do you want me to do? Phone or email address?
Both. I mean, she can give her both.
Okay, so what do I get in return?
You get your chicken, you get your cheesy patty in the oven.
All right, yeah, I'll pass it on for you.
All right, then. Thank you very much.
All right, good night, Mr. Ballin.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. So that's Mr. Ballin said good night to us. Oh, so that means, damn, I should have actually asked him to hold on, because now I can't actually go to the kitchen because I don't just want to leave the screen empty. Corned beef and rice, nice. The only problem with corned beef is it hurts my chest, so I haven't had that in years because it burns my chest. I don't know if that happens with other people, but with me, it burns my chest, so I don't cook it. So if you guys want to read that news there that's in front of you, you could go ahead and give it a read on the Jamaica, the Jamaica Observer. Read a couple paragraphs there for you guys that the Jamaica Observer has been reliably informed that respected senior financial executive Dennis Chung, is that how you pronounce his name, guys? Let me know in the comment section. I feel like I'm butchering his name. Will replace Dalton Wint as General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation. That is the JFF. He is the former president of the Jamaica Cycling Federation, so at least he has a sporting background. Could not confirm appointment when contacted late on Monday, probably for confidential reasons. According to information, well-placed sources, the chartered accountant, even more good news, chartered accountant, guys, will take place in the coming days. bringing an end to the controversy-filled tenure of Wint, who was forced out of the post after a string of controversial incidents and run-ins with the players. And it goes to say that he is no stranger to the Jamaica Football Federation, having been appointed in 2020 as chairman of the association's finance committee. I just finish off this one for you. Why not? He brings immense management and structural experience. These are what we like to hear, guys. Immense management and structural experience to the position as a former CEO of the private sector organization of Jamaica, and having held influential positions in a number of top local organizations such as JMMB, the National Solid Waste Management Agency, Petrojam, and the National Integrity Action. He's got a stellar CV then, doesn't he? Seems like he's got a CV that is a trusting one. So he should be no stranger to transparency and doing things according to the books. He's probably going to have to create his own books with his new position. Probably nothing there for him to learn off of. He is a past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica. Oh, so hats off to the Jamaica Football Federation if this one goes through then. And recently he resigned in his post as Chief Executive Officer of Supreme Ventures Limited, effective of October 31st. So that seems like it's a farewell because he's going on to a new chapter. And I'll finish off that reading there for you guys. Written by Andre Lowe. Wint's position with the JFF became untenable after the members of the national men's senior football team refused to play for the country until he was removed from the post following a number of issues, including an alleged mismanagement of travel arrangements for a CONCACAF Nations League match against Suriname in June. Though the embattled administrator eventually gave a verbal commitment to quit, it is not yet clear if the resignation has been delivered to the JFF to date. Again, if you want to give this one another read, head over to the Jamaica Observer. Again, sports content manager Andre Lowe with the latest for you guys. See, like somebody's trying to draw me out in the comment section. I'm not biting though. I'm hungry, but I'm not biting. Having a good night, Crystal. If you want to avoid heartburn with cooking, do not use oil. Oh, really? Okay. Why is that? Interesting. Could I not use butter instead? So to cook up the onions and, your tomato, your pepper, could I not replace the oil with butter? I never knew this. Interesting. I might test that out. I might test that out. Thank you. All right, we're gonna round this one off. Let's give you guys 8 more minutes until I close up. I did not plan on doing a 3-hour live stream. I tried to crack my back just then. Sometimes these things are a little bit unpredictable. 55 of you hit the like button. Thank you so much. More than I bargained for. So thank you for doing that. And yes, we are in international break for women's football, but unfortunately, the Reggae Girls don't have a friendly. So yes, it does say Reggae Girls to play Paraguay in international friendly, but this is for the month of November. So before I close off, I might have to give this one another spin. I might have to just read that press release there that came from the Jamaica Football Federation. Brown. late lunch for me on Monday. I'm now into my Tuesday. It's 2:34 a.m. in my location, and this was an announcement for immediate release, and it reads as follows from the Jamaica Football Federation. Jamaican fans will get two opportunities to watch the World Cup-bound Reggae Girls in November as they tackle South American stars Paraguay. The first game will be staged at the Catherine Hall Stadium in Montego Bay on November the 10th, with the second set for the National Stadium in Kingston on November the 13th. This will be a FIFA match window, so all the players will be available. Jamaica qualified for their second consecutive FIFA Women's World Cup tournament in Mexico, and this was of this year during July. While Paraguay finished fourth in the South American Women's Qualifiers in August. And this one finished by saying, while coach Lauren Donaldson and his staff will be using these games to fine-tune his team for the big dance in New Zealand and Australia next July, the South Americans are desperate to sharpen for the Intercontinental playoffs in New Zealand come February 2023. 3 teams will qualify from the 10 down to take part. 29 teams have already qualified for the Women's World Cup finals. And on that note, good luck to our Caribbean rivals or friends in the Caribbean, Haiti. They'll also be participating in the FIFA Intercontinental Playoffs. One more chance to qualify for the Women's World Cup. One chance to create history. One for Haiti and also for the Caribbean. And hopefully, by the grace of God, they can do the unthinkable. I think they deserve to be at the World Cup, and I'll be happy if they manage to pull off something spectacular. If we did not have a match, why we never have a camp or some... Is that Mr. Warren Webster making sense? Why is it others can't make sense like you, Warren? Exactly. If we don't have a friendly, why not just put them in camp, get the ball knocking? Still help them to fine-tune and build chemistry, no? I don't know. I do not know. It's an opportunity for the girls missed. They could have gone around. I mean, that the Jamaican born players, they could have taken the foreign based players to their different parishes, get to know each other on a different level. You get to see where Bunny or where Jody or where Den, where Konya Plummer was born, where Sashana Campbell was born, and so on like that. Bit of a history lesson. And I'm sure those foreign based players, they would have enjoyed that, coming closer to their culture. So yeah, it's another missed opportunity, an opportunity to go to, what do you want to call it? Go to colleges, your schools, the University of West Indies, because West Indies, that is your target audience. At least that should be your target audience. Try and upsales tickets for the November window, which we now know that we'll be playing Paraguay. So yeah, another missed opportunity there, Mr. Webster. Is Rochelle still? Oh, Rochelle is still about. Okay. You saw something that I didn't see, Warren. I didn't even know that Rochelle was still about. I got 3 more minutes with you guys. Then I'm going to go put my patty in the oven. I need something to watch on Netflix. Any suggestions, guys? Cobra K. Is it Cobra K or Cobra Kai? Cobra Kai. I feel like it's Cobra Kai. I've already started that and it's frustrated me, and I've paused it. I've paused it for about 2 weeks now. So I think I'm only on season 2, so please don't suggest that. So if you guys can give me another suggestion, I would appreciate it. Mr. Scott, what happened? It almost slipped my mind. What happened to the phone call? Or are you coming on the live stream? um. Okay, let's see. Just remember, so the man them that run the so more than me, so them not going to have that. They can always call on people for help. They can literally call on people for help, and huge emphasis on men, because I've said so many times that Mr. Ricketts needs to get rid of a couple of those guys and invest in more competent women. I think the women who work for the Jamaica Federation are doing a good job. The ones that have managed to encounter, I think they're doing a steady job. And if you upskill them, they will get better. But the men, different story. Have one for you. You've lost me. You've lost me with that one. Shake a leg. Shake a leg in the shake a leg. I'm gonna be signing off any minute now, guys. Oh, okay. What's the name of it on Netflix? What is the Man of God? Good day. How you? What is it? Long day trying to get out of work, and you're still at work. One more question: is the JFF still have feelings from the? Oh, where is it? Water under the bridge. Boy, I don't even know how to. I watched that. I don't even know how to answer that one, Mr. Webster. Rochelle, I watched this. Is it about the like there? Is it? I don't know if it's the different photographs, but the one that I watched the other night, it was a little bit confusing because I was like, I'm looking at two different couples, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to represent each other. This is the one where the guy was supposed to travel to England, right? It's a black film, right? I think that's the same one that we're talking about, because I did watch it. I think it was Sunday I watched it. I'm not too bad. Hungry, but not too bad. Other than that, I'm all right. I'm going to eat before I go to my bed. Probably shouldn't, but oh well. So, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it was a really good film. I actually enjoyed it. It was a chilled film. So I don't know what I'm gonna watch on Netflix. A little bit sore now, guys. I got a D set up. That's such a pain. I wish I could just keep the setup the way it is, but I've got a D set up after this. We'll catch you the end of your stream. Catch the end of your stream. You're more than welcome, Mr. Webster. More than not gonna watch mine suggestion. Blood Sisters. What is Blood Sisters? Let's have a look at what that is all about. I don't know if I would enjoy that one, but let's see what that is. Mr. Devon Porter, good night, sir. How are you? Blood Sisters. Let's see. Blood Sisters. What is this? Is it Nollywood? I watched a Nollywood film the other day. It was like over 2 hours long. It took me about 2 days to finish. Popo. Is it Aki and Popo? Aki and Popo. AKIP and PAW. I watched that just the other night, guys. Would recommend it. I enjoyed it. Don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. Logging off, enjoy, and the rest of you. Good night. Good night. Oh, it's a black film. Okay. All right, let's go back and see. It's a series. I've just brought it up. It says season 1. What is it about? A fear of what? A forced to go on the run. Interesting. Sounds interesting. I might give this one a watch. Alrighty. All right. This seems like it's Nollywood. So if it's Nollywood, yeah, this one should be good. It seems like it's Nollywood because of their attire. So this should be a good watch. Is it Nollywood, guys? It does look Nollywood to me. Yeah. It's Nollywood? Okay. Yeah, I'll test it out. Thank you. So that's gonna be my I'm gonna give it a test. I'm gonna test it out tonight. Well, it's morning now. Thank you guys for tuning into my live stream. Thank you to Mr. Ballin for stopping by, and also to Miss Panton as well. And to you guys in the comments section, thank you for keeping me talking for the past 3 hours and some. You guys gave Mikey a hammering. You guys gave him a brutal beating tonight. Good, because he kept he didn't show his face on there for about 2 months, guys. So each time he stays away from us, every time he shows up, give him a good beating, and then he will know not to stay away from us for so long next time. But yeah, thank you guys for your continuous support. I'm into a brand new day. I hope that you guys, I don't watch it. That movie will spoil your morning. No, really? Why? Don't watch it. You're telling me not to watch it. Now I'm gonna actually watch it. If I don't see you guys for the rest of the week, I hope that you have a smashing week. If you're out and about, I hope that you make it home safe and sound. If you're having dinner, it's a bit late to be having dinner. Eat for both of us. Yeah, I should have had this patty earlier on in the day on Monday, and that's why I'm feeling a little bit empty. I might have a little snack. Snack's not really gonna hold me, so I'm gonna go for the patty instead. I got itchy nose again. Sorry, guys. You said don't watch it, so I'm gonna watch it now. So you guys in the comment section, and big up yourself each and every time. Thank you so much for your continuous support. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you guys. It's always an honor speaking to you guys. If you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also don't forget to hit the like button on this channel, on this video as well. Let's see. Good night, Sebastian. Good night to all of you there in the comments section. And you know how it is. If I don't see you between now and the end of the week, have a great week. If I don't see you over the weekend, don't know why that is. Have a great weekend when it comes. And until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.